What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Service Master of Pier is your go-to service experts for a wide variety of cleaning needs. Since 2003, we have developed the most effective methods and products to service virtually every type of industry. We're known for our exceptional carpet and upholstery cleaning, but did you know we also offer cleaning of all types of flooring, along with providing fire and water restoration, commercial cleaning, janitorial services, and construction cleanup. Service Master of Pier is a proud sponsor of TF Riggs Governors and Lady Govs, as well as Stanley County Buffaloes and Lady Buffs activities. When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the part you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota is serving the central South Dakota community and beyond with a great selection of used vehicles. Local trades and program vehicles are available. New Toyotas and new Fords are arriving and selling before they even hit the lot. So don't wait. Stop in and find out what's coming. If you've been thinking about ordering a new Ford, stop in and sit down with one of our sales specialists today. Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Call 605-224-7378 and visit CapitalCityFordToyota.com.
Rosenberg Implement wants to keep your equipment clean and green. And with that, save some green this week with 8% discounts on all John Deere power washers and generators. These washers will remove any dirt and grime from your vehicle, gator, mower, or even combines and tractors. With John Deere or Honda branded motors on most units, reliability when you need it is always there. Stop in and save 8% on power washers and generators at Rosenberg Implement this week only.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
Titan Machinery is your go-to Case IH agricultural equipment dealer. Your Highmore and Pierre locations have a large selection of new and used ag equipment with access to one of the largest parts and whole goods inventories in the country. Titan Machinery prides itself in providing quality Case IH parts, service, and support to Highmore, Pierre, and the surrounding communities. Stop by Titan Machinery of Highmore and Pierre today. Power and precision to grow.
Do you have a new pair of jeans or a favorite shirt with a small tear or hole? Or your winter coat has a broken zipper? Don't throw them away. Call Lila Briggs Sewing and Embroidery in Fort Pierre to have your items fixed as good as new. They also provide hemming, other sewing services, as well as custom embroidery for a truly professional look and design. Lila Briggs Sewing and Embroidery is a proud supporter of all Stanley County school activities and wishes the student athletes the best of luck in the school year.
When you're thinking of a new or used car, motorcycle, pickup, or RV, think of us. We make all sorts of vehicle loans. We can set you up with payments that fit your budget. So if you have getting some new wheels in mind, stop by and see us. We'll get you the right loan. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. We're big on you.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
The Corner Station Convenience Store and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pierce, South Dakota. At the Corner Station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The Corner Station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pierre Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the Corner Station and the Crossing.
Farmers know crop insurance is essential for managing risk. It's also valuable for maximizing revenue. The crop insurance officers at Farm Credit Services of America have proprietary tools and expertise to deliver the personalized crop and revenue protection you need for the peace of mind you want. Nobody delivers crop insurance like this. Discover the difference by calling 800-884-FARM. Agriculture works here.
John Hoffman Electric is your neighborhood electrical service contractor and so much more. No job is too big or too small for our team of professionals. We pride ourselves on keeping up with new technologies such as Aerial, an augmented reality visual tool used to customize and experience a finished space before breaking ground. So whether you're building new or renovating a home, farm, or commercial space, let John Hoffman Electric light the way. John Hoffman is a proud sponsor of all local activities broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Oahe Federal Credit Union's recreational loan special is in full swing with rates as low as 2.25% APR and terms as long as 15 years. Now is your chance to get into that new or used boat, jet ski, camper, motorcycle, UTV, or ATV you've been dreaming about. Apply online or stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre and let the girls at Oahe Federal Credit Union make that dream a reality.
Oahe Federal Credit Union.
That moment when you realize your furnace is stone cold busted. We're talking a real put on every sweater you own, I can't feel my feet, penguin predicament. But fear not, there's an expert for that.
Let your local heating experts at Pites Service Experts keep you warm with $50 off any furnace repair.
Like it toasty? There's an expert for that.
Call Pites Service Experts at 866-EXPERTS. See website for license details.
Listening to coverage of area high school sports on 1060 KGFX. You can also listen or watch this game online at drgnews.com. Now, here's David Burrow.
Thank you, Chuck, and hi, everyone. It may be just past mid-August, but it's already time for high school football. 11B and 9-man can start this week, and two young 9-man teams are set to go at Ole Williamson Field in Fort Pierre. The Stanley County Buffaloes open their new season against the Sully Buttes Chargers. In high school football on 1060 103.1 KGFX is brought to you by Yesway, Avera St. Mary's Hospital, First Dakota National Bank, Sioux Nation, Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, Pierre Regional Airport, Access Health in Fort Pierre, Fisher Rounds and Associates Insurance and Real Estate, Oahe Federal Credit Union, Verding Electric, Access Health Oneida, Fisher Rounds and Associates, Bank West, 83 Ag, Stewart and Daughters, Sunrise Bank Dakota, Oahe Grain, The Corner, and Brett's Spray Service. And high school football on KGFX all season long is also brought to you by Venture Communications. And also, other in-game sponsors who help bring you high school football on KGFX include Montana Dakota Utilities, the South Dakota Attorney General's Office Division of Consumer Protection, Lynn's Dakota Mart in Fort Pierre, Actegra, Family Dental up here in Gettysburg, Bowman Lumber. They'll bring you our player of the game, and our scoreboard brought to you by Wegner Auto, South Dakota's oldest auto dealer in Pierre since 1908. Great to have you with us. Our studio coordinator is Trinity Pearson. Last year for Stanley County, it was 1-4. Not a good start. It was a great finish to the regular season with 4 straight wins to make the postseason, out in the first round at the hands of Lyman. But a lot of the core of that team is gone. Only 5 seniors on this year's Stanley County team, and just about all the skill positions have new players. Sully Buttes does have some experience back, a young team that went 4-5 a year ago after missing the playoffs, a rarity 2 years ago. Made it last year, lost in the first round to Alcester Hudson, but a change there, and for the first time in quite a while, Mark Sefner is not the head coach for Sully Buttes. He's decided to step aside, still is planning to be the girls' basketball head coach. Longtime assistant Tom Moore takes over, and we'll hear from him too, along with head coach Max Foth, as we move along in the Potsdam Agency State Farm countdown to kickoff. Potsdam Agency State Farm in Pierre, and Gregory, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. A look around things on this first week of high school football comes your way when we return to Ole Williamson Field in Fort Pierre in 2 minutes. This is high school football on 1060, 103.1 KGFX.
Your winning destination, the Golden Buffalo Casino in Lower Brule, gives you more chances to win. Hot seat drawings, pick a prize drawings, chances to win great prizes, the hottest slots around. It's all just waiting for you at the Golden Buffalo Casino. Find out more by logging on to thegoldenbuffalocasino.com and by following them on Facebook. Just minutes north of Reliance, exit 248. We'd like to thank you for tuning into this broadcast and supporting our area youth. The Golden Buffalo Casino, proud to support Live Ticket.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. American Bank and Trust.
One way American Bank and Trust enjoys giving back to the Fort Pierre community is through our Spirit Card program. These cards are a great way to give back to our schools and show hometown pride. Call or stop in today to get your own Spirit Card. Go Buffaloes!
Have all of your painting supplies at the paint store in Pierre. They mix paint and they color match paint. They carry interior and exterior stains. Great selection of paint. Find it at 1006 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. The Paint Store, 605-224-8312, 224-8312. The Paint Store is a proud supporter of the Stanley County Buffaloes and the Pierre Governors in sports and activities. The Paint Store, same great paint, same great services.
Do you want to join one of the oldest established organizations in Fort Pierre? Perhaps you are more interested in protecting the future. Whatever your position, the Fort Pierre Volunteer Fire Department is for you. We are responsible for fire protection in Fort Pierre and Stanley County. Become part of this amazing team by stopping down at the fire hall and discussing enrollment. We are not just limited to adults, as we have a new cadet program for students ages 14 to 18. For more information, click on our banner ad on the homepage. From everyone at the fire hall, go Buffs!
When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank, providing great service right from the start. It's our promise to you that sets us apart. With every handshake and a smile, we go that extra mile. When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank.
Going for a 6th consecutive state championship. 11B Miller Highmore Harrell is on Bob Schroeder Field in Miller to host Wagner. The Rustlers went 2-6 a year ago. Still ruling the roost in 11B, the Winter Warriors, top-ranked, 2-time defending state champion, winners of 23 in a row and 35 of their last 36. They've made the trip to Colton to take on Tri-Valley. Mobridge Pollock, 3-5, missed the playoffs a year ago. Tigers are opening home against Webster. Area coverage of that is on Star 99. Now in 9AA, where of course Stanley County is, Platte Geddes, the defending state champion, tied for second in the preseason media poll, 10-2 as they won over Canastota Freeman in the title game last season. They're not playing tonight. They will open their season next Friday at Parkston. 9A, Lyman Raiders with a good year a year ago, beat Stanley County in the first round of the playoffs, went 8-2. They're in Murdo to take on Jones County, a 1-win team a year ago. Coverage of that is on KPLO. Timberlake, who the Buffs will see again this season after going 9-2 last year. They were in 9AA. They're in 9A now, and they're in Lemon to take on Lemon McIntosh in a game that starts a little over an hour from now. 9B, Sunshine Bible Academy, winless a year ago, hosting Viborg Hurley in their opener. Potter County is in Newell this evening. Of course, the 10-3 Battlers last year made the 9B championship game, losing to Del Rapids St. Mary. North Central with 3-7 a year ago, and the Thunder have a new head coach. It's Dana Strong. They're in Warner for a big test right away against the 5th-ranked team in 9A, the Monarchs. That game is on 100.7 KMLO. A couple of games involving Central South Dakota schools last night. Kadoka area at home ran over White River 38-0. Faith came from 13-0 down in the last 6 minutes on their home field to defeat Dupree 14-13. This is the Potsdam Agency State Farm Countdown to kickoff. And Ole Williamson Field in Fort Pierce, Sully Buttes and Stanley County on the way. And our keys to success are coming up. We'll start them with the new Sully Buttes head coach, Tom Moore. Back with that in 1 minute. This is high school football on 1060 103.1 KGFX.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Service Master of Pier is your go-to service experts for a wide variety of cleaning needs. Since 2003, we have developed the most effective methods and products to service virtually every type of industry. We're known for our exceptional carpet and upholstery cleaning, but did you know we also offer cleaning of all types of flooring, along with providing fire and water restoration, commercial cleaning, janitorial services, and construction cleanup. Service Master of Pier is a proud sponsor of TF Riggs, Governors, and Lady Govs, as well as Stanley County Buffaloes and Lady Buffs activities.
It's the State Farm Insurance Countdown to kickoff continues at Ole Williamson Field in Fort Pierce. The Lady Chargers and the Stanley County Buffaloes start their new season, and we begin our keys to success with the new head coach of the Sully Buttes Chargers, Tom Moore. Coach, first, congratulations on taking over this program. Of course, you've been around it for so long. Nothing's unfamiliar to you, and I know a lot of different thoughts went through your mind when this was offered to you.
Yeah, I've been here, 16, 17, I remember 18 years, something like that. So I've been part of the program for quite a while. I've been fortunate to be under Coach Seffner in the last few years, so it's been great to learn a lot of things from there. So just kind of excited to kind of start a new little chapter. But like I said, I've been here for a while, so I kind of know the kids really well, and they know me, and I know a handful of teams that we play in, so that helps a little bit.
Will people be able to notice any really significant change in how your team plays from how it has before?
Nothing too crazy different. Just, coaching a team, just numbers aren't very high, so you kind of got to change a little bit of, some of the schemes and things that you do. But we did a lot of the same things in camp, and a lot of the similar philosophies are still being used of what we do. So just kind of got to adapt to our personnel. And the advantage you have, certainly is that a lot of that personnel comes back. Landon, and I know he is really anxious because he went through that injury that really stopped that one season, and that was too bad. This is a talented young man. You've got Thomas Ferries and others that know what to do with a football, so you got to feel pretty confident about the personnel you do have on offense. Yeah, that's a bonus. He got hurt last year, middle of the year, and missed the remainder of the season, so that kind of hurt us and limits things that we did. But we had a couple kids step up after he got hurt. That kind of filled the shoes. Unfortunately, we're young last year. We graduated 3 seniors, so we were really young last year. And our last game against Elcester, we started 4 freshmen. So they got quite a bit of playing experience. We're still going to be young. We'll have a couple seniors out, but we're still quite dependent on a sophomore crew to help fill a lot of the shoes. But they've had a nice camp, so it'll be exciting.
You know certainly that the Stanley County's in kind of the same boat you are with a pretty young team. Obviously, you haven't seen what they've done this year because no one has. But what's your impression on what you may see from them in this game?
Yeah, they graduated some really nice athletes last year.
So they'll return a couple of them. I know they got a pile of freshmen, sophomores from it sounds like, so they'll get to pick through quite a few of those. So it's just kind of hard to tell every year for the first game of the teams that you play. It's just hard to kind of prepare of what are they going to do and what's going to happen every year. So it kind of makes the 2 weeks of camp, you go through a lot of different scenarios, I guess, to get ready.
Well, and with that in mind, I'll ask about keys to success. And I know at this point, and every coach says it, but it is really true. You're concerned about what you have at this point of the season, even much or more than the opponent you're playing. So for your keys to success, what do you think they'll be in this opener for you?
Just being the first game and not knowing what the other team's going to do, just being able to adapt fairly well on the fly and be able to use the correct verbiage of what they're seeing, how are they seeing it, and what's going on. Then our second big thing, which we've been trying to work on all camp, is just physicality. Just try to become a physical team, and that's one thing of those young guys playing last year. They got to see varsity game speed and varsity physicality earlier than most freshmen get to see it. So I guess that's been one bonus, and that's one thing we got to be prepared for.
Tom Moore, the head coach of the Sully Buttes Chargers. Coach, again, congratulations. Best of luck tonight and all season long, and thank you for the time.
No problem. I appreciate it. Thanks for covering.
Next is Stanley County Buffalo's head coach Max Foth on the Potsdam Agency State Farm pregame. Our keys to success continue back in 1 minute on 1060 103.1 KGFX.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the part you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota is serving the central South Dakota community and beyond with a great selection of used vehicles. Local trades and program vehicles are available. New Toyotas and new Fords are arriving and selling before they even hit the lot. So don't wait. Stop in and find out what's coming. If you've been thinking about ordering a new Ford, stop in and sit down with one of our sales specialists today. Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Call 605-224-7378 and visit CapitalCityFordToyota.com.
427.
Let's continue at Ole Williamson Field. Stanley County and Sully Buttes all ready to start this new football season. Now we visit with the head coach of the Buffs, Max Foth. We know high school football is a cyclical game. There are years you're going to lose a lot of seniors. You have, and here you are having to lose seniors from a 9-man team. That could be a challenge.
Yeah, absolutely. It's one of those things we've been working all camp to really try to change that word challenge and try to change it to opportunity, because that's what we got to try to remain optimistic. We're playing a lot of young guys that haven't necessarily had a ton of JV run because of our lack of numbers in years past. So some of their most recent football experience is going to be at the varsity level tonight on Friday night. So hopefully they've had a good camp and we're ready to play.
I'll talk about one of the seniors you have, and well, in fact a couple I know you're going to count on. First of all, he wants some better luck. It was not an easy junior year of football for Nathaniel Nelson, and I know he's looking forward to a lot better year and a lot luckier year.
Yeah, he's struggled with some injuries in the past, and hopefully we put that behind him. And he's had a great fall camp. He's really a leader for us up front and makes a lot of our line calls at that center position, and is starting to play with more and more confidence at practice. So that's been great. And then I'm sure you're going to be talking about Chase Hansen next, who's got a lot of reps for us. Just the other day at practice, I asked him, I was like, "How many games have you started?" And he said, "Well, I don't know." I was like, "I do," and it's almost 12. He's started 12 games for us, and so he brings a lot of experience to our secondary and to our wide receiver position, and having to play a lot of young kids next to him, it's going to be important for him to be a good senior leader and really help us get to the right spots pre-snap.
We must be getting to know each other pretty well. We're starting to complete one another's thoughts now.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I just know that my very limited senior class, they have had some experience, and I look, and we're leaning on them. We're going to need to, and hopefully they're ready to rise to the challenge, and some of those younger guys play a little bit older fuller than maybe the roster says.
And one of those that comes to my mind immediately is the young man you're going to have at quarterback, Brock Zeeb. We saw during basketball season, too, and a little bit in football. This young man's a pretty good athlete.
Yeah, he's done a great job over the summer. I know he's a baseball guy, but he played a ton of basketball as well. He was at our weights program. He got bigger, faster, stronger, and he really looks the part to be a good quarterback for us. Now, he doesn't have a ton of varsity reps, and he'll certainly have plenty of those by the end of the season, and we think he's good enough to be able to carry the load for us.
Now, you're starting freshmen. In fact, you're starting a couple of them in your secondary, which it comes by happenstance, I guess, but it's who you have, and at least you get them out in the field right away, and they can experience things right away.
Yeah, it's important for them. It's one of those things that, we were lucky enough to have we have a very good junior high football program, and those kids as 8th graders had very successful careers, and they really love the sport, and you could really tell that at practice, and they've really put the time in the off season, and they look prepared. So, we're giving them an opportunity to go play at the highest level they've played at yet, and hopefully they really rise up and have some success on that stage.
Sully Buttes, and someone I know you know pretty well is Tom Moore, and I know you're very happy for him to have this opportunity, all, of course, which Coach Sneffner well, as he's decided to step aside, but Tom Moore's really earned this chance, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. I got a ton of respect for Tom Moore. I'm sure it's going to make him feel old, but he was an assistant football coach of mine when I was in high school at Sully Buttes, and I know he knows his stuff, and he's forgotten more about offensive line play than I probably know. So it's a great get for Sully Buttes. I'm happy he's got the shot to be the head coach, and I look for him to do great things, and hopefully it can be great things after this first week.
But they've got a team, and they're young too, but they've got some guys. Landon Hepker's coming back from an injury. They've got Ferries, they've got Voorhees, they've got other guys that know what they're doing out there.
Yeah, no, very talented team. Tom's going to always have these guys in the right spots. They're going to be very disciplined. I look for them to try to take care of the ball a little bit better than they did against us last season, and I expect it to be a good game. I'm glad that we get to play Sully Buttes just because, like you said, I feel like we match up age-wise with them, and it should be a good ball game for us.
We call it keys to success, and I'll ask the question the same way I ask it with Coach Moore. With the point is you're concerned about what your team's doing. You've just had your team here for a couple of weeks. So knowing that, as far as your team's concerned, what are your keys to success for this opener?
I think the biggest thing is we just got to do a good job of not giving up the big play on defense. That's going to be tough with starting some young guys in the secondary, but really, really getting on those guys and making sure we're always in the right spot pre-snap. And then if we get pushed out of the way because we're undersized and we're freshmen, then that's okay. But it's one of those things. As long as we're in the right spot pre-snap and doing all those things that we've been coached to do, we're going to be happy with that. And then offensively, we just got to be able to take care of the football. We're with such a young group, we can't shoot ourselves in the foot. We can't fumble. We can't throw interceptions and really that lead to points for the other team. So if we take care of the football and try not to give up those big plays, I think we should be in a pretty good spot.
Max Fogt, the head coach of the Stanley County Buffaloes, good to see you again, and good to get it started. Good luck tonight and all the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Coming up, more on our Ponce Bay H&Stay State Farm pregame, including the starting lineups. More from Ole Williamson Field coming up in 1 minute. This is high school football on 1060 103.1 KGFX.
Using the best technology available, 83 Ag in Oneida is committed to helping you improve your planting and production. Whether you're looking to buy a new air seeder, rebuild your planter, or install hydraulic downforce smart sensors, 83 Ag can help you choose the right components for your planter and crops. To make the most of your growing season, call 605-222-5385 and visit with Derek Wald of 83 Ag Sales. Find out more at 83agsales.com. 83 Ag wishes the best of luck to the Sully Buttes Chargers in school activities and athletics.
Hi, this is Jenna with Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union. Now is the time to take advantage of our competitive rates and refinance with us. We offer the first 90 days no payment and $75 in your pocket after finalization. Come see us at 1525 North Garfield Avenue and see why we are big on you. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, member NCUA. All deposits insured up to $250,000 by NCUA.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
Starting lineups brought to you by Montana Dakota Utilities. in the community to serve. Brock Zeeb, the junior, at 6'4", 175, will start at quarterback for Stanley County with Colton Brady, the senior running back, also pretty good kicker a year ago. Barrett Schweitzer, fullback, but he'll line up a lot of different positions. Here's one of the few seniors on this team. Also, other receivers, Chase Hansen, the junior. They may look for him to have a big year. Paxton Dio, a freshman, and also a sophomore, Blaze Frost. And we mentioned Nathaniel Nelson, the big 6'4", 280 senior. Another guy I didn't bring up with Max Folt is Tyler Leiferman, the 6'2", 235 senior. Remember, he missed the last half of last year with a broken hand. And Noah Baldwin, the other guard, a 6'2", 190-pound senior for head coach Max Folt and Sully Buttes. For Stanley County, we will bring you the Sully Buttes starting lineup when we return in 30 seconds after we hear from our friends at Montana Dakota Utilities here on KGFX.
Rosenberg Implement wants to keep your equipment clean and green. And with that, save some green this week with 8% discounts on all John Deere power washers and generators. These washers will remove any dirt and grime from your vehicle, gator, mower, or even combines and tractors. With John Deere or Honda branded motors on most units, reliability when you need it is always there. Stop in and save 8% on power washers and generators at Rosenberg Implement this week only.
Up, Bo McGee, a sophomore on one end, Tyler Marshall, a senior in the other, and Reese Voorhees, one of their returning starters, and they do have 6 returning starters on their defense. Voorhees, the senior, Thomas Ferris, the senior, one linebacker, also Landon Hepker, the senior, who will also be their quarterback, and Lucas Arcorin, the sophomore. In their secondary, Marshall Whitler, the senior, Gavin Barber, the sophomore, and Logan Severson, the senior, Tom Moore in his first season as head coach of the Sully Buttes Chargers. Hey, we want to tell you that the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety celebrates being part of the team, and they remind you to buckle up every trip, every time. Now let's tell you about the law on the field, brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection, and we'll introduce tonight's officials when we return in 30 seconds here on KGFX.
Every day you share personal information about yourself with others. You may write a check, charge fuel, rent a car, mail your tax returns, schedule a doctor's appointment, or post something on social media. Each transaction may share some sort of personal information, such as bank and credit card account numbers, social security number, name, address, or phone number. There are unscrupulous individuals, identity thieves, targeting these routine transactions, trying to gain your information to commit fraud. If you think somebody has stolen your identity, contact Consumer Protection at 1-800-300-1986.
Randy Clute leads the officiating crew here this evening, and on his crew, don't have where exactly these guys will be, but along with Randy are Pat Dockendorf, Eric Pollard, Eric Dean, and Mark Logan. That's the Law on the Field, brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection. Well, remember, Stanley County went to Oneida and beat Sully Buttes last year, 26-14. It's the first time these teams have played here in 6 years at Ole Williamson Field. Sully Buttes won that last meeting here 39-6 in 2016. Well, this will be most interesting to see how this goes tonight. Teams that have only been at it for a couple of weeks, they're anxious to play, but a lot of players that have not seen varsity action before. But Max Folt has confidence in the young players who might get to play. He mentioned that good junior high program that Stanley County has. Kurt Liddell, the new principal here at Stanley County, is introducing the Buff starting lineup. Coin toss is still to take place. We still have a few minutes before the opening kickoff, and that is it for the Potsdam Agency State Farm Countdown to Kickoff. Can you believe it? It's time for football. It's Sully Buttes and Stanley County at Ole Williamson Field on a lovely night here in Fort Pierre. Back with tonight's action when we return in 2 minutes. This is high school football on 1060 103.1 KGFX.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
Titan Machinery is your go-to Case IH agricultural equipment dealer. Your Highmore and Pierre locations have a large selection of new and used ag equipment with access to one of the largest parts and whole goods inventories in the country. Titan Machinery prides itself in providing quality Case IH parts, service, and support to Highmore, Pierre, and the surrounding communities. Stop by Titan Machinery of Highmore and Pierre today. Power and precision to grow.
Do you have a new pair of jeans or a favorite shirt with a small tear or hole? Or your winter coat has a broken zipper? Don't throw them away. Call Lila Briggs Sewing and Embroidery in Fort Pierre to have your items fixed as good as new. They also provide hemming, other sewing services, as well as custom embroidery for a truly professional look and design. Lila Briggs Sewing and Embroidery is a proud supporter of all Stanley County school activities and wishes the student athletes the best of luck in the school year.
When you're thinking of a new or used car, motorcycle, pickup, or RV, think of us. We make all sorts of vehicle loans. We can set you up with payments that fit your budget. So if you have getting some new wheels in mind, stop by and see us. We'll get you the right loan. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. We're big on you.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
Stanley County has won the toss, their first minor victory so far of the season, and they want to receive the football. Stanley County decked out in their home purple tops with gold pants, white numerals, gold piping on the shoulders, and the white helmets with the Buffalo logo. Sully Buttes with white tops, dark blue numerals in purple trim, the purple pants, and light gold helmets with the interlocking SB on the side, sharp-looking helmets. So it'll be Stanley County with the football first, and Brock Zeeb will right away get started. Stanley County will move from left to right in this first half. Don't forget, you can see this game at the KGFX page at drgnews.com and at the DRG News app. Brought to you by Golden Buffalo. Brian Menning is taking care of the video. Landon Hepker is going to kick off for Sully Buttes. And Stanley County is two deep men at the end to our left. One is Chase Hansen, and the other is Barrett Schweitzer, standing at about their own 10-yard line. While we have a moment, let's tell you who we are.
Driven by the Office of Highway Safety, 1060 KGFX Pierre. Rebroadcasting on K276 GT 103.1 FM, Fort Pierre. Stay alive, don't text and drive.
So glad to have you with us. Trinity Pearson is our studio coordinator. I'm David Burrow. And we're ready for football, already on this 19th day of August. Randy Klute says, let's do it. And Landon Hepker fakes towards kicking the football. Now he sets back, the regular formation. Second year back in 9-man, of course, for Stanley County football. Kick is a little shorter, off the hand of one man, and it's picked up by Hansen at about the 18-20, left at the 25, and to about the 27-yard line. And that is where Stanley County will begin on the first series of this brand new season. We will see now Brock Zeeb does a quarterback. Also, as Max Vogt mentioned, pretty good baseball player, too. But a good athlete. Wing to the left, they're bunched in. Schweitzer in an orbit motion. They hand it up the middle and across the 30 into about the 32. Good game for Colton Brady, the senior, out of the backfield. They're getting about 4 to the 31-yard line.
Be second and 6.
Stanley County will have a second down and 6 play coming up. And we may see this a lot. We may see the ground game being used quite a bit. But Brock Zeeb can put the ball in the air, and he has various receivers. But again, just getting started. This is really a double wing kind of set. Hand it to Brady again. Oh, no room for him this time, and he's smashed neck near the original line of scrimmage as a good play by Landon Hepker. Came up and stopped Brady, and he lost all the yards he gained. Back to the 27, the original line of scrimmage. And it is 3rd down and 10, the full 10 needed for Stanley County. From their 27, moving from left to right, south to north, but against the wind, that's a factor. A throw right by Zeeb is caught by Schweitzer. He's to the 35-40, first down. Near midfield, brought down at his 49.
49-yard line.
Lucas Arcorin brought him down, but it's a 22-yard pass play as Brock Zeeb completes it to Barrett Schweitzer. There's a young man that saw some playing time last year, and Stanley County has their first down of the 2022 season. Yeah, the wind, about 17 miles an hour at least. Some gusts higher out of the north. 79 degrees as this game starts. Stanley County going right into the wind in this first quarter. From left to right at their own 49, 1st and 10. 2 receivers right and 1 to the left. Shotgun here. Man in motion, that's the freshman Deal. They hand it to Deal. 45 of Sully Buttes, 40, left sideline, 35, and finally down to the 31. Paxton Deal, the first time for him to touch the football as a varsity player.
17, Gavin Barber.
And finally, it was Gavin Barber to bring him down, but Deal gained it all the way to the 31-yard line, but it's coming back. There is a flag down, and it's going to be against Stanley County. A very good gain, a 20-yard gain, is going to be wiped off the board because of a holding call.
We have a holding call against our offense.
So that'll set Stanley County back. They would have been at the 31-yard line of Sully Buttes. Instead,
1st and 11 from the 48-yard line.
They're going to be back at their 48-yard line, 1st down and 11. You mark the penalty from the line of scrimmage. They try to go up the middle again with
to the line of scrimmage.
Brady, and not much there. In fact, nothing. Well, maybe a yard, maybe almost back to the original line of scrimmage, which is the Stanley County 49, and it's 2nd down and 10. Deal wide to the right, a slot to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Schweitzer comes in motion from left to right, and now as the ball's in the air by Zeeb, a flag is thrown, and Stanley County is called for illegal procedure, setting them back 5 more. Second penalty already on the Buffs. So they'll be back
a 2nd 16
to their 44, making it 2nd down and just over 15 yards to go. 9-man and 11B can begin tonight, as we told you in the pregame. Blaze Frost is wide to the right and 2 receivers to the left, a wing right. They only went with that double wing kind of bunch formation on the first couple of plays. End around, this is Deal again, the freshman trying to cut right. Oh, he slipped at the 45. He tried to turn that corner
tackled by number 43.
and couldn't keep his footing, and then Reese Voorhees touched him down, and Deal is held to no gain. So the second time,
we'll bring up a 3rd down and 15.
On the reverse to Deal. And Stanley County faces 3rd down, 15 from their own 44. They need the 41-yard line of Sully Buttes. Brock Zeeb looks at a 4-man front. Here's another flag. My goodness, as the play starts, and another illegal procedure call.
It's going to be a 5-yard penalty.
Stanley County, and again, worth reminding you that it is not long that these young men on either side have been on the field. And you may see these sorts of things happen early on with a couple of young teams like these. So now, well, they had been down to the Sully Buttes 31 at one point. Now, the Buffs are back at their 39-yard line. 3rd down and 20. 2 receivers left. Slot right, wide right. Wing left. Zeeb, shotgun. He's alone. Snaps back to him. Throw left in the flat. Schweitzer caught it. Breaks 1 tackle. He's to his 45 and only down to about his 47. They just tried to make something happen with that little screen. Gavin Barber was able to make the stop, and Stanley County will have to punt. End of their first possession.
Dropping back to punt for the Buffaloes will be Paxton Deal.
Paxton Deal, who had a couple of carries, will punt.
Chargers have Thomas Ferris back deep to return.
Thomas Ferris will be back deep to receive. And again, punting into the wind, as we say, It's going to make a difference. So trying to keep it as low as deal. It's a left turn and out of bounds. Sully Buttes will start from their 33. Opening kickoff a moment ago brought to you by Lynn's Dakota Mart and Fort Pierre. Back to tell you what Sully Buttes does after we hear from those good folks in 30 seconds here on KGFX.
You'll hit a home run when shopping.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
The corner station
40 down to the 44-yard line is Thomas Ferris, and the senior may have that first down in Sully Buttes' first play of the year. Chase Hansen came over to bring him down.
We got a flag on the field.
But it's going to be wiped out on a holding call. Well, that's what hurt the Buffs a couple of times on their first possession, and now a first down gain is wiped out. And Sully Buttes is back
That'll bring a first and 20 for the Chargers.
to their own 24-yard line, and first down and 20. Big test awaits Sully Buttes next, or Stanley County next Friday night, that we'll tell you about when we have a chance. First and 20 for Sully Buttes. Hepker around right in 30, 33. This is a good athlete, and we told you he missed a lot of last season, about the last half with an elbow injury. Good gain there to his 32 before the hit was made by Colton Brady.
Cycle will have about a second and 11.
And it'll be second down and 11 for Sully Buttes from their 32-yard line. Two receivers to the right and one to the left. Split backfield. Hepker with a roll left when we try to late pitch. Does indeed to Ferris, and bringing him down immediately after took the football. On a very good play was Brock Zeeb. Holding him
brought down by Tyler Leiferman.
Gain around the yard. Tyler Leiferman was actually there first.
That'll bring up a third down. 3rd and 11 for the Chargers.
Held him to a yard. 3rd down to 11. Leiferman just stayed with that play. And Hepker just waited and waited for Ferris to get into position. Sully Buttes is 3rd and 11. They're from their 33. Two receivers to the right. They're moving from left to right. No score, 6:05 first quarter. Roll right by Hepker. Landon wants to throw, and it is over the middle. Caught. It is 45, and down to the 48-yard line. It is Trevor Marshall, the tight end, with a good catch to give Sully Buttes their first down all the way to the 49-yard line for a gain of 16. Just a little lob pass. That little tight end screen worked pretty nicely right there. And Sully Buttes is to their 49-yard line with their first down. 5:48 in the first quarter. A scoreless game here at Ole Williamson Field. Don't forget Bauman Lumber will bring you our player of the game in the postgame tonight. Gavin Barber is wide to the left, slot left 2. For Sully Buttes from their 49, 1st and 10. Landon Hepker. A roll left, back to throw. Protection's good for him. Little Lamu overthrown, and because Tyler Leiferman was bearing down on him quickly, he wanted to find Marshall Whitler inside the Stanley County 40, but Hepker could sense that Tyler Leiferman was coming, and it's an incompletion. And it's second down and 10. Upper 7. Just think of what it could be. It's the 19th of August. It could be 10 degrees warmer and unbearable. It's a really nice night. Second and 10 from their 49 for Sully Buttes. Receiver each way. Hepker, hand clap, takes the snap. Back at his 45 up the middle midfield. One tackle broken, and finally in the arms of a couple of buffs to the 45-yard line of Stanley County. Colton Brady in on that play along with Barrett Schweitzer.
Barrett Schweitzer and number 22 Colton Brady with the stop. Bring up a third
Brady
down,
just
third and about 4 yards to go.
Was able to stop. Landon Hepker. So this brings up third down, about 4 here for Sully Buttes. They're at the 45-yard line of Stanley County. Converted that big third down a moment ago. Ferris is in motion from left to right. Right in front of Hepker. Oops, snaps a little low to his right, but he's still able to take it. Hepker with a little lob against his body, completes it to Whitler. Breaks one tackle. He's near the 30-yard line of Stanley County, and that's a first down. I don't think that's how that play is drawn up, because the snap was low into Hepker's right, but he was able to find Marshall Whitler.
There's a first down.
And Sully Buttes moves it to the 32-yard line of Stanley County for a first down. No score in the game. 4:07 in the first quarter, but Sully Buttes driving. Stanley County had the punt in their first possession. Penalties hurt them. Snap to Hepker just to keep her up the middle, and then right into the arms of a Buffalo as he moved across the 30 down to near the 29-yard line or so. And another one was freshman getting to play for Stanley County, Cash Richardson, right in the middle of that line, a 5'9", 150-pound freshman. They'll give him about 5 yards there. And second down and 5 for Sully Buttes at Stanley County's 27, still scoreless. 3:22 left in the first quarter. 2 receivers to the left and 1 to the right. Sully Buttes, white tops, purple pants from right to left, and a flag is thrown as the play begins. As another full start. This one will set the Chargers back to the 5 yards that they just gained in the previous play. Tom Moore, again, not unfamiliar with this program. He was an assistant for 17 years. And has his chance. Mark Sefner, of course, we wish Coach Sefner our best. The plan still is that he'll coach girls basketball. You know what he's been through the last year and a half. Second down, let's call it 9 at the 31-yard line of Stanley County for Sully Buttes. Snap is back to Hepker. Has some pressure from Frost. Breaks away from that. Breaks another tackle. 25 down to the 24. But Hepker made a pretty good gain out of that. With a couple of missed tackles, it looked like Frost could have had a hand on him.
That'll bring up a 3rd and 2.
Back in the backfield. But instead, Hepker is able to put it to about the 23-yard line of Stanley County. 3rd down and a yard. Sully Buttes started this drive at their 41. Snap to Hepker, and they hand it on the left side to Lucas Arkarin, and the sophomore is at the left sideline inside the 20, and he has a first down.
Number 22.
Arkarin gained it to the 19-yard line of Stanley County. Colton Brady first on the play. Gain of 4 and into the red zone for the first time, Sully Buttes. Clock stopped as he went out of bounds. 2:08 remains. We figured this game might move quickly. It has so far. Marshall Whitler is wide to the right for Sully Buttes. Thomas Ferris is to the left. Arkarin in the backfield. He's behind Landon Hepker, who has 1st and 10 at the Stanley County 19. Looks at a 4-man front. Snap back to Hepker. Rolls around left end and forced out of bounds. Just ran out of room. Tried to cut but could not. Brock Zeeb was the man who forced him out around the 16. Cash Richardson was
a second and about
down there too. They'll give him 3.
3 yards to go.
Or they'll give him 7, I should say. 7 and 3 is 10. Something like that. On second down, a toss to right. Cornwall dropped it. It came right back into his hands because there was a buff right there, Barrett Schweitzer, who wanted to pounce on it.
That'll bring up a 3rd and 5 for the Chargers. 3rd and 5.
So Arkerin is able to hang on to it. And it's back at the 14-yard line. 3rd down and 5. Throw towards the end zone on the left side, trying to knock it down and intercepting it.
Interception. Buffalo's in the end.
Is Stanley County.
Back out to the 20-yard line.
He just got in the way. Paxton Deal did of Thomas Ferries. Prevented a touchdown, and Deal with carrying the ball a couple of times. The first time that
back on the 20-yard line with a 1st and 10.
The Buffs had it. And now it is intercepted in the end zone by Paxton Deal with 1:26 remaining. First quarter. It is going to be Stanley County football from their own 20, 1st down and 10. A scoreless game. Let's see if the Buffs can take advantage of a turnover. Throw right, low toss. Oh, it's caught by Schweitzer. That was not an easy ball to catch. So it came out a little funny out of the hands of Brock Zeeb. It did gain him a yard, and it'll be 2nd down and 9. So Stanley County trying to take advantage of this interception by Paxton Deal. They have it. 2nd down and 9 from their 21 with 44 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Brock Zeeb under center, orbit motion. Now a toss left to Hansen. Chases at the 25 and down to about the 27 or 8-yard line before
should be about a 3rd and 4.
He is reined in by Trevor Marshall, the sophomore.
2 yards to go. 3rd and 3, maybe.
24 seconds left in the first quarter. That gain to the 27. And that'll make it 3rd down and about 3 for Stanley County, who I don't think has to snap the ball before this first quarter ends. Down to 10 seconds. Yeah, don't think they do. So we're through one quarter in the Wagner Auto scoreboard here at Ole Williamson Field, and no score between Sully Buttes and Stanley County. Wagner Auto, the one place to go. Back with the second quarter in 1 minute from Fort Pierre here on 1060, 103.1 KGFX.
Convenience store and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pierre, South Dakota. At the quarter station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The quarter station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pierre Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the quarter station and the Crossing.
Farmers know crop insurance is essential for managing risk. It's also valuable for maximizing revenue. The crop insurance officers at Farm Credit Services of America have proprietary tools and expertise to deliver the personalized crop and revenue protection you need for the peace of mind you want. Nobody delivers crop insurance like this. Discover the difference by calling 800-884-FARM. Agriculture works here.
Second quarter at Ole Williamson Field in Fort Pierre. No score as Sully Buttes and Stanley County open this 2022 season. We're glad to have you with us. I'm David Barone, studio coordinator is Trinity Pearson. And she was overseeing things. I don't know where she is now, but congratulations to Keely Braceland, the new athletic director here at Stanley County, who has been very busy. Don't forget that Buffalo Volleyball opens here just across the way at Parkview Auditorium when Highmore Herald comes to Fort Pierre. That'll be on Wednesday night if you want to see Buffalo Volleyball after a pretty good year last year and a tough loss in the opening round of the playoffs to Dupree. When the second quarter begins, they're going to give them a little extra time. Officially a heat break, although it's not terribly hot, but then again, you play football in 78-degree weather, you're going to perspire a little bit. Stanley County will have a 3rd down and 3 from their 27. 2 penalties hurt the Buffs on their first possession, and they had to punt. And then Sully Butte's Chargers drove it to the red zone all the way to the 19-yard line, and in fact, closer than that, they made it to the 12-yard line of Stanley County. But the freshman Paxton Deal broke up a pass intended for Thomas Ferris and intercepted it in the end zone for the touchback.
$100 if you're on the right yard line.
And that gave Stanley County the ball back. Just the second possession for them, only the 3rd possession so far in this game. So we get going with the second quarter. And 3rd down and 3 for Stanley County now from their 27-yard line. Chase Hansen goes wide to the left. Paxton Deal is the slot left. Wing right, that's Schweitzer. Shotgun for Zeeb. Now he sends Deal in motion. Fakes the handoff to him. Hands it instead to the senior, and up the middle he goes across the 30 after he broke a tackle. Colton Brady has that first down.
With the carry, looks like he's up there for a first down.
Needed the 30 and has that with ease. He has the 32. And the Buffaloes move the sticks as the second quarter begins. Next week, DeSmet, a good Bulldog team, state ranked in 9A, will be at Wilkinson Field in DeSmet next Friday, 6:30 again here on KGFX. That's where Stanley County goes next Friday night. Home the week after that, Labor Day weekend, Friday to Dupree. Roll right by Zeeb on 1st and 10 from their 32. Low ball, is it caught or did it take a hop? Deal is there at his 39. And they're going to say it took a hop.
The back judge waved it off.
Just barely.
Pass. That'll bring up a 2nd and 10.
Good little route on the right, run by Paxton Deal. And again, one of these freshmen that is proven already on both sides of the ball that he's most comfortable. But incomplete there. And Stanley County, again, they go to this bunch double wing formation, 2nd and 10 from their 32. An orbit motion out of that is Hansen, and the toss to him is behind him. Now he picks it up at his 23 to the 25. He's back to his 30. But he is run down by Logan Severson. Well, the toss from Zeeb was a little bit too high. Hansen did very well to make it back to his 31-yard line. That's only a loss of a yard. That could have been substantially worse for Stanley County. Instead of 3rd and maybe 17 or 18, it's 3rd down and 11. Just over a minute gone, second quarter, no score. Bauman Lumber will bring you our player of the game on our postgame this evening, so please stay tuned for that. 3 receivers to the right and 1 to the left. Snap back to Zeeb. Brock with a roll right from right to left. Throws down the right side. Overthrown for Hansen. And again, Stanley County's now going with the wind. He was at the Sully Butte's 49. Severson trying to cover. But again, this wind out of the north-northwest is 15 to 20, and still some of these gusts are a little bit higher. And that one got a little bit too airborne, and Deal
dropping back deep would be number 28.
Is sent to punt. Thomas Ferris is back at his 30. But again, Deal go with the wind. Pass a little high, but Deal able to take it. End-over-end kick. And goes in a couple of hops to Ferris at his 30. Right sideline 35, 40, and knocked out of bounds. That is 41, and a pretty good hard hit by another of the freshmen, Case Colda. So,
that'll bring up a 1st and 10.
The return from the
looks like we're about the 40-yard line.
30.
Those Chargers.
Right on the 40-yard line as well responded, so it's a 10-yard return. 10:25 remains in the first half. Each team has had 2 possessions now. No score yet. Sully Butte's from left to right. 1st and 10 at the right hash. Wide side to the left of their own 40, and they have 2 receivers to the left. Landon Hepker, the quarterback, takes the snap. Oh, a little bobble! Arkerin couldn't handle it, and Hepker had to fall on it back at the 35-yard line.
2nd and 15.
And this time it's Sully Buttes who was fortunate to still have the football. He tried to hand it off to Arkarin, and it didn't happen. Instead, Hepker had to fall on it back at his 35. And it leaves Sully Buttes second down and a long 15. Marshall Whitler made a big catch for a first down in the first series for Sully Buttes, is wide to the right. Receiver to the left, 2. Arkerman again in the backfield with Landon Hepker. Snap to Hepker. Oh, nobody there to hand it to. Hepker to take it himself, and he is brought down by Brock Z. That'll count as a sack. He thought Arkerman was going to be to his right. Arkerman instead went to his left. And then all of a sudden, Hepker had no one to give the ball to and said, "Oh," or probably something to that effect. And it is back to the 32 of Sully Buttes, where they face third down. Spotted at the 33, so it'll be third down and 17. 2 receivers to the right, wide side to the left. Hepker in some trouble, brands right into a Buffalo at his 33. May have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but Cash Richardson met him head on and brought him down. Won't be a sack because it's no gain, but another good play by the freshman Richardson. And Sully Buttes will be in punt formation
Chase Hansen for the Buffaloes to drop
with
back and
Hepker.
punt.
Chase Hansen is standing at his 36 against the wind, remember, so the field position could be pretty good here for Stanley County. End over end kick toward the Stanley County bench, and that's out of bounds. It'll be on Stanley County's end of the field. We'll see where they spot it. High school football on KGFX is brought to you by Access Health Oneida, Fisher Rounds and Associates, Bank West, 83 Ag, Stewart and Daughters, Sunrise Bank, Dakota, Oahe Green, the corner, and Brett Spray Service. They do spot this for Stanley County. Yeah, near midfield. Call it the 49-yard line of the Buffs. With 8:19 to go in the first half, so Stanley County, and again they're going with the win, want to take advantage of this field position in what is still a scoreless game. Brock Zeeb, the junior quarterback. A lot of these skill players, as we say, a new handoff and a hard hit after Hansen took it. Boy, laying a lick to him was the sophomore Gavin Barber. Hansen just now up. Boy, that's the hardest hit we've seen so far in this game, but a good gain for Chase.
6 yards to go.
He's into Sully Buttes territory at the 47-yard line. And that brings up second down and 6. To the line comes the Buffs. Purple tops, gold pants, white helmets with the Buffalo logo. Under center is Zeeb, toss right to Barrett Schweitzer. And Schweitzer can't turn the corner. Marshall Whitler brought him down after a gain of about a yard to his 48. Whitler with a very good play there. That's a familiar name in Sully Buttes Athletics. Did hold Schweitzer to a gain of 2, but just a moment. There's a buff down. Oh, goodness. It's Tyler Leiferman. He's been through enough. Remember, we told you he missed really the last half of last season with that broken hand, and they're having to help him up here. Let's take 30 here, Trinity. 7:15 left in the first half. No score between Stanley County and Sully Buttes. Will return in 30 seconds here in KGFX.
John Hoffman Electric is your neighborhood electrical service contractor, and so much more. No job is too big or too small for our team of professionals. We pride ourselves on keeping up with new technologies, such as Aerial, an augmented reality visual tool used to customize and experience a finished space before breaking ground. So whether you're building new or renovating a home, farm, or commercial space, let John Hoffman Electric light the way. John Hoffman is a proud sponsor of all local activities broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
Calvin Grandin will come in to replace Tyler Leiferman, who got up right away, but he does have to sit out for at least a play. But right as we come back, Stanley County calls timeout. So we'll take another one. 6:58 left in the first half at Ole Williamson Field. Still no score between Sully Buttes and Stanley County. And back after another 1-minute break here on 1060, 103.1 KGFX.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Owyhee Federal Credit Union's recreational loan special is in full swing with rates as low as 2.25% APR and terms as long as 15 years. Now is your chance to get into that new or used boat, jet ski, camper, motorcycle, UTV, or ATV you've been dreaming about. Apply online or stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre and let the girls at Owyhee Federal Credit Union make that dream a reality.
Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
Scoreless through just about a quarter and a half here at Ole Williamson Field in Fort Pierre. Stanley County and Sully Buttes. We'll check some other scores as we move along, especially at halftime, but don't forget Lyman and Jones County, 94.5, 100.5 KPLO. Raiders coming off a good season.
Buffaloes break the huddle. We'll have a 3rd and 5.
It was Lyman that ousted Stanley County in the first round, but Lyman's in 9A now. Back to play, 3rd down. 5 here for Stanley County at the Sully Buttes 46. From right to left, Blaze Frost is wide to the left. 2 receivers also to the right. Wide side is to the left. Handoff and a little delay for Brady up the middle. 45, 42. Didn't quite make it to the line the game because of a good ankle tackle by Lucas Arkarin. Very good play there by Arkarin to prevent the first down, but this may be close enough. Yeah, it's only about a half yard where the Buffs are going to try for it here. And at this point in the field, this is not at all a bad gamble. 4th down, it really is, well, maybe it's a full yard at the 42-yard line of Sully Buttes.
Well, that's 4th and 1 for your Buffaloes.
No score. 6:15 left in the first half. Again, they go to that bunch double wing formation and hand it to Brady up the middle. 41. Yeah, I think he has it. Colton Brady just surged up the middle. He needed the 41. I think he's almost to the 40. Yes, first down Stanley County. Colton Brady is a 2-yard gain.
1st and 10 for the Buffaloes.
You line up with a little bit of power there, and there is some size. And by the way, good news for Stanley County, Tyler Leiferman. He is back on the field. He only had to miss the one play. Well, they're going to give the players a little bit of a break again. They call it a heat break, although it's not so hot. But we'll take a minute break ourselves. 6:08 left in the first half at Ole Williamson Field in Fort Pierre. Stanley County driving, still scoreless with Sully Buttes. Back in 1 minute on 1060, 103.1 KGFX.
That moment when you realize your furnace is stone cold busted. We're talking a real put on every sweater you own, I can't feel my feet, penguin predicament. But fear not, there's an expert for that.
Let your local heating experts at Pites Service Experts keep you warm with $50 off any furnace repair.
Like it toasty? There's an expert for that.
Call Pites Service Experts at 866-EXPERTS. See website for license details.
Your winning destination, the Golden Buffalo Casino in Lower Brule, gives you more chances to win. Hot seat drawings, pick a prize drawings, chances to win great prizes, the hottest slots around. It's all just waiting for you at the Golden Buffalo Casino. Find out more by logging on to thegoldenbuffalocasino.com and by following them on Facebook. Just minutes north of Reliance, exit 248. We'd like to thank you for tuning into this broadcast and supporting our area youth. The Golden Buffalo Casino, proud to support Live Ticket.
Colton Brady needed one, gain 2 on 4th down, so Stanley County's 1st and 10 of the Sully Buttes 40, scoreless, 6:08 left in the first half. Zeeble the handoff around left end, Chase Hansen breaks the tackle, 35, just runs over a man who is Barber, who does bring him down at the 33, but Hansen hit Barber as much as Barber hit Hansen right there. Good run by Chase for a gain of 7, it'll be 2nd down and 3. Stanley County moving the ball. They had good field position after a short punt. Started this drive at their 49. They're at the Sully Buttes 33. Time runs 5:33 in the first half. Still no score. Couple of timeouts still for Stanley County. Two receivers left. Now Hansen in motion. Handed a little cross buck to Brady. 32-31. Going to be still a little bit short, but it'll be third and short.
Down by 54, Bo McGee, and 20, Lucas Starkhorn.
McGee was first on the play. They don't need much. The ball is right outside of the line to gain, which is the Sully Buttes 31. No, they're going to give it to him. They will give him the first down as part of the ball is on that 30-yard line. That means it's a Stanley County first down. Their second of this drive. 4:55 in the half. Two receivers each way. Still no score. Deal the man in motion. Counter play. Brady has a hole. He's across the 25 and down to the 24.
Tackled by 14.
Colton Brady is brought in by Logan Severson, but Brady's off to a good start. That's 7 more yards on first down. Keep doing that. You gain that much yardage on first down, you're going to give yourself a lot of help. Second down and 3. Stanley County, 23-yard line of Sully Buttes. Two receivers right and one to the left, trying to break this scoreless tie, moving from right to left with this wind at Ole Williamson Field, still blowing pretty strongly out of the northwest. Zeeb with a roll right, a little screen. Schweitzer caught it on a little crossing route, but he is brought down immediately. Good pursuit there. Voorhees and others were there. He's able to gain a couple.
Tackled by number 14, Logan Severson on the play.
And that'll make it
a couple yards, brings up a third and short, maybe 1 yard to go.
Third down and a yard for Stanley County at the Sully Buttes 21, but from their point of view, they think 2 downs to gain a yard. Clock keeps moving, 3:40 in the first half, scoreless still. Z brings him out of the huddle. Again, that bunch set with the 2 wings set to the side. Schweitzer in motion, handed to Brady up the middle, 20, first down, 16-yard line.
The middle, he gets you first down.
Well, the line keeps making the holes, and Colton Brady keeps moving
down by 28.
through them. Thomas Ferris made the stop, but Brady is carrying the mail.
Number 9 goes Landon Hepker.
For Stanley County, 5 more yards puts the Buffs in the red zone.
First and 10.
They're first and 10 at the Sully Buttes 16.
Like we're on the 16-yard line.
3:17, and the clock runs in the first half, and now a Buff, and that's Brady, sat down, and he's going to come off the field for a moment. He's right back up, but he does have to come off because one of the assistants tended to him, and the freshman, Cash Richardson, will come in his place. We've seen Cash make a couple of good plays already defensively. Stanley County first and 10. Sully Buttes 16. Clock runs again. 3:05 in the first half. No score. 3 receivers are to the left. 1 to the right. Richardson right beside Brock Zeeb in the backfield. Snap is back to Zeeb. Rolls. Can't turn that corner. Brought down immediately. Sacked.
Back to the 25-yard line. Tackled by
excellent play.
54, Bo McGee with the
Trevor
play.
Marshall started it. Bo McGee finished it off.
With the assist, Trevor Marshall.
And that's back to the 24-yard line for a loss of 8. Zeeb had nowhere to go because Marshall
second and 16 for the Buffaloes.
Put the hand on him first, and then McGee said, "Nah, you're staying right here." So second down 16. Stanley County doesn't use a timeout. They still have 2 left, 2:18 in the half. No score. Stanley County is at the Sully Buttes 24. Schweitzer's a wing to the left. Frost is wide to the left, wide to the right. Zeeb looks left, wants Frost, but Blaze fell down, and the ball was about 4 yards in front of him, too. It's incomplete.
That'll bring up
third down and long. And we may see if there's any kicking game here for Stanley County. 2:05 left in the first half. Stanley County's had the ball almost 5 minutes now. They took over the ball with just under 7 minutes left in the half. There's now 2:05 remaining. They're third and 16 at the Sully Buttes 24. Still no score. Zeeb looks at a 4-man front. Again, Frost to the left and 2 receivers to the right. Hansen and Deal over there. Low snap rolls, picked up by Zeeb at around the 30, and down he goes by Bo McGee. Made it only back to the 27. That'll be a sack as the low snap basically rolled back to Brock Zeeb, and now Sully Buttes wanting to stop this clock before whatever happens here on fourth down will take their first timeout. So we'll take 30 right here, Trinity. 1:47 in the first half. Still Sully Buttes nothing, Stanley County nothing. Back in 30 seconds to Ole Williamson Field here on KGFX.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. American Bank and Trust.
One way American Bank and Trust enjoys giving back to the Fort Pierre community is through our Spirit Card program. These cards are a great way to give back to our schools and show hometown pride. Call or stop in today to get your own Spirit Card. Go Buffaloes!
Stanley County had the ball to the 16-yard line of Sully Buttes, but a sack here after a rolled snap leaves 4th and long for Stanley County. They're 4th and 16 at the Sully Buttes 27. No score still, 1:47 left in the first half. A couple of pretty young football teams playing in the first game of this new season. Stanley County trying to defeat Sully Buttes for the second year in a row. They defeated them last year in Oneida. Their only win in their first 5 games. They had to win their last 4 in the regular season to make the playoffs. Back to play. Paxton Deal wide to the right. Chase Hansen in the slot that way. And Blaze Frost is wide to the left. Brock Zeeb looks at a 3-man front. Chase Hansen, who's back in there in the field, backfield beside him. Back to throw a Zeeb from his 34 up the middle. Overthrown and incomplete and went through 2 Chargers' hands and went behind Deal, who fell down. It's going to be Sully Buttes football, and they'll start from their 27 with 2 timeouts and 1:41 to play in the first half. And the Chargers for 1:41 more will have to go against that wind. Will they try to put it downfield? They send 2 receivers to the right. Gavin Barber and Trevor Marshall and 1 to the left. It's a 3-man backfield, including the quarterback Landon Hepker. Instead, they snap it to Arkerin, and Arkerin up the middle to the 29-yard line or so after a gain of 2.
Brought down to number 55, Tyler.
Let me tell you that at least at the moment they weren't going to try anything big. Tyler Leiferman brought him down. The game was 2. That was a 6.5-minute drive for Stanley County that ended up with nothing. 1:17 in the half. 2nd and 8 for Sully Buttes from their 29. No score. 70 seconds in the half. 2 receivers to the right. Snap back to Hepker. Rolls to his right. Some pressure. Ball up in the air. And it's intercepted. And there is a young man named Prince. It's not who you've been used to hearing, but this is Weston Prince, another one of the freshmen. And that'll give Stanley County the football back with 1:04 left and a couple of timeouts. That was a good play, too, by Weston to keep his feet in bounds. He was tiptoeing right along the left sideline right below us.
49-yard line with 1:04 remaining.
And Prince at his own 49 gives Stanley County the ball back. 64 seconds left in the first half. Scoreless game, but it's been a pretty interesting one. Zeeb under center, toss right to Schweitzer. Room around that right corner. Ankle tackle, all forward to the 45-yard line of Sully Buttes.
Bring up a 2nd and 3.
Whitler got the hand on him.
Like Logan Severson, number 14, with your tackle.
Gain of 6 here. 2nd down and 4. Stanley County at the Sully Buttes 45, down to 35 seconds. Stanley County still with 2 timeouts left. 3 receivers to the left. Zeeb with a throw in the left flat. Deflected, intercepted through 2 hands and came down to Gavin Barber at his own 35. 2 tips there before Barber picked it off. And Barber is down at his 35 with 27 seconds left in the first half.
Chargers, 27 seconds remaining.
So one interception and then another, and with 27 seconds left in the half, Sully Buttes with a chance, and they'll put it up in the air with Hepker. Nowhere to go, so he is brought down.
Taken down for a loss. We have a sack.
On a sack.
85.
Good play there by Noah Baldwin, the sophomore, to bring him down, and Tyler Leiferman is struggling again. He was slow to get up. Clock runs 14 seconds. Looks like Sully Buttes isn't going to try anything more after that sack. The loss was a yard. We
Looks like the Chargers
have a scoreless first half. Time runs out now. Well, 24 minutes of interesting but scoreless football on the Wagner Auto scoreboard. Wagner Auto, South Dakota's oldest auto dealer in Pierre since 1908. Halftime at Ole Williamson Field in Fort Pierre in the season opener. At times it's looked like a season opener. And two young teams are slogging it out. It's the Sully Buttes Chargers, nothing, and the Stanley County Buffaloes, nothing. Interesting first half. Stay tuned for our halftime show. We'll run over what's happened in this half. We'll take a look at other scores, too, and tell you what is coming up on KGFX and on other stations of the DRG Media Group, too. Halftime, no score. Sully Buttes and Stanley County at Ole Williamson Field. And we'll take a 3-minute break right here, Trinity, and then come back with our halftime. Back in 3 minutes on 1060, 103.1 KGFX.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
to helping customers and communities succeed.
Have all of your painting supplies at the paint store in Pierre. They mix paint and they color match paint. They carry interior and exterior stains. Great selection of paint. Find it at 1006 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. The paint store. 605-224-8312, 224-8312. The Paint Store is a proud supporter of the Stanley County Buffaloes and the Peer Governors in sports and activities. The Paint Store, same great paint, same great services.
Do you want to join one of the oldest established organizations in Fort Pierre? Perhaps you are more interested in protecting the future. Whatever your position, the Fort Pierre Volunteer Fire Department is for you. We are responsible for fire protection in Fort Pierre and Stanley County. Become part of this amazing team by stopping down at the fire hall and discussing enrollment. We are not just limited to adults, as we have a new cadet program for students ages 14 to 18. For more information, click on our banner ad on the homepage. From everyone at the fire hall, go Buffs!
When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank, providing great service right from the start. It's our promise to you that sets us apart. With every handshake and a smile, we go that extra mile. When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Service Master of Pierre is your go-to service experts for a wide variety of cleaning needs. Since 2003, we have developed the most effective methods and products to service virtually every type of industry. We're known for our exceptional carpet and upholstery cleaning, but did you know we also offer cleaning of all types of flooring, along with providing fire and water restoration, commercial cleaning, janitorial services, and construction cleanup. Service Master of Pierre is a proud sponsor of TF Riggs Governors and Lady Govs, as well as Stanley County Buffaloes and Lady Buffs activities. When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the part you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota is serving the Central South Dakota community and beyond with a great selection of used vehicles. Local trades and program vehicles are available. New Toyotas and new Fords are arriving and selling before they even hit the lot. So don't wait. Stop in and find out what's coming. If you've been thinking about ordering a new Ford, stop in and sit down with one of our sales specialists today. Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Call 605-224-7378 and visit CapitalCityFordToyota.com.
Rosenberg Implement wants to keep your equipment clean and green. And with that, save some green this week with 8% discounts on all John Deere power washers and generators. These washers will remove any dirt and grime from your vehicle, gator, mower, or even combines and tractors. With John Deere or Honda branded motors on most units, reliability when you need it is always there. Stop in and save 8% on power washers and generators at Rosenberg Implement this week only.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
Titan Machinery is your go-to Case IH agricultural equipment dealer. Your Highmore and Pierre locations have a large selection of new and used ag equipment with access to one of the largest parts and whole goods inventories in the country. Titan Machinery prides itself in providing quality Case IH parts, service, and support to Highmore, Pierre, and the surrounding communities. Stop by Titan Machinery of Highmore and Pierre today. Power and precision to grow.
Do you have a new pair of jeans or a favorite shirt with a small tear or hole? Or your winter coat has a broken zipper? Don't throw them away. Call Lila Briggs Sewing and Embroidery in Fort Pierre to have your items fixed as good as new. They also provide hemming, other sewing services, as well as custom embroidery for a truly professional look and design. Lila Briggs Sewing and Embroidery is a proud supporter of all Stanley County school activities and wishes the student athletes the best of luck in the school year.
When you're thinking of a new or used car, motorcycle, pickup, or RV, think of us. We make all sorts of vehicle loans. We can set you up with payments that fit your budget. So if you have getting some new wheels in mind, stop by and see us. We'll get you the right loan. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. We're big on you.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
The Corner Station Convenience Store and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pierre, South Dakota. At the Corner Station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The Corner Station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pierre Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the Corner Station and the Crossing.
Farmers know crop insurance is essential for managing risk. It's also valuable for maximizing revenue. The crop insurance officers at Farm Credit Services of America have proprietary tools and expertise to deliver the personalized crop and revenue protection you need for the peace of mind you want. Nobody delivers crop insurance like this. Discover the difference by calling 800-884-FARM. Agriculture works here.
John Hoffman Electric is your neighborhood electrical service contractor and so much more. No job is too big or too small for our team of professionals. We pride ourselves on keeping up with new technologies such as Aerial, an augmented reality visual tool used to customize and experience a finished space before breaking ground. So whether you're building new or renovating a home, farm, or commercial space, let John Hoffman Electric light the way. John Hoffman is a proud sponsor of all local activities broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Owyhee Federal Credit Union's recreational loan special is in full swing with rates as low as 2.25% APR and terms as long as 15 years. Now is your chance to get into that new or used boat, jet ski, camper, motorcycle, UTV, or ATV you've been dreaming about. Apply online or stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre and let the girls at Owyhee Federal Credit Union make that dream a reality.
Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
That moment when you realize your furnace is stone cold busted. We're talking a real put on every sweater you own, I can't feel my feet, penguin predicament. But fear not, there's an expert for that.
Let your local heating experts at Pites Service Experts keep you warm with $50 off any furnace repair.
Like it toasty? There's an expert for that.
Call Pites Service Experts at 866-EXPERTS. See website for license details.
Tomorrow for the Twins and the Texas Rangers here on KGFX. Then 12 noon Sunday, Inside Twin starts that. And don't forget tomorrow, Minnesota Vikings football on 94.5, 100.5 KPLO with preseason game number 2, the San Francisco 49ers at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis after, of course, those teams had a couple of joint practices this week. Stanley County Buffaloes already back on the field. Well, the Sully Beach Chargers on the field too, but they are at the end zone to our right going toward the north. And that wind's still blowing pretty hard out of the northwest. And it really hasn't made a great deal of difference so far in this game, but still could a little bit later on as the sun still setting off to the west and, of course, right in front of us. But no score. Again, someone's going to have to score sometime tonight. No ties. Someone will have to score. Who will break through first? Defenses, as we say, have both really done pretty good jobs. So, halftime with no score here at Ole Williamson Field in Fort Pierre. And while we take a moment, why don't we let us know who we are?
Driven by the Office of Highway Safety, 1060 KTFX Pierre. Rebroadcasting on K276 GT 103.1 FM, Fort Pierre. Put the phone down, focus on driving.
Why don't we let us know who we are? You knew what I meant. David Burrell, Trinity Pearson, our studio coordinator, thank you so much for being with us for already the start of the new high school football season. Well, we're still a little bit from starting this second half, so let's take a break. Let's take 1 minute here, and then we'll come back with the second half. No score between Sully Buttes and Stanley County at Ole Williamson Field. The second half of action is next after a 1 minute break here on 1060 103.1 KGFX.
Your winning destination, the Golden Buffalo Casino in Lower Brule, gives you more chances to win. Hot seat drawings, pick a prize drawings, chances to win great prizes, the hottest slots around. It's all just waiting for you at the Golden Buffalo Casino. Find out more by logging on to thegoldenbuffalocasino.com and by following them on Facebook. Just minutes north of Reliance, exit 248. We'd like to thank you for tuning into this broadcast and supporting our area youth. The Golden Buffalo Casino, proud to support Live Ticket.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. American Bank and Trust.
One way American Bank and Trust enjoys giving back to the Fort Pierre community is through our Spirit Card program. These cards are a great way to give back to our schools and show hometown pride. Call or stop in today to get your own Spirit Card. Go Buffaloes!
Second half about to go here at Ole Williamson Field in Fort Pierre. No score. Sully Buttes and Stanley County. Remember, Sully Buttes will have the football first, or at least Stanley County will kick off, because the Buffaloes receive the ball to start this game. They give that extra 3 minutes of a little extra warm-up time before the second half begins, and that clock runs. And then we'll get going with the second half, and not too far from the second half kickoff, which is brought to you, of course, by our friends at Lynn's Dakota Mart here in Fort Pierre. Bauman Lumber with our player of the game. We'll name that in our post-game tonight, so stay right here with us. Next week, we'll follow Stanley County to DeSmet, the home of Laura Ingalls Wilder. Wilkinson Field is the home of the DeSmet Bulldogs. Had another good run in the playoffs a year ago. You know what their basketball teams have done the last couple of years. Pretty good athletes in DeSmet, and that'll be a test for Max Flo's young team next Friday night. We'll have it for you 6:30 next Friday. Stanley County at DeSmet here on 1060 103.1 KGFX. On the Friday of Labor Day weekend, Stanley County will be back home to take on Dupree. Then the next week is an off week, Friday, September 16th. For the second straight year, the Buffs will go to Tyndall to play Bonham. Then White River at home after that, and then a tough one at the end of September to Timberlake to take on that good Panther team. And then another trip to Lemon McIntosh. Of course, the Buffs won there a year ago, and then the regular season will end on the second Friday of October here against the Faith Longhorns. 8 games on Stanley County's regular season schedule. But a young team That's gotten his feet wet tonight, but we have seen Cash Richardson, one of the freshmen, make good plays. Paxton Deal on both sides of the ball doing pretty well, but at least early on, they are depending on one of their 5 seniors, Colton Brady, to run the football, and he has done it pretty well so far. For Sully Buttes, well, they have had their flashes of moving the football, but Tom Moore, as he told us in the pregame, said, I got a young team too, and they're still trying to get things going. It is the first game of the brand new season.
Will be receiving the ball to start the second
Temperature in the mid-70s, just a beautiful night, but that wind, it has died down a little, but it's still 15 miles an hour or so probably out of the northwest. So Sully Buttes will receive the ball with this wind to start the third quarter. Stanley County will kick from left to right. And Tyler Leiferman, who handled the
number 55, Tyler Leiferman,
kickoff duties last year for Stanley County, does it again.
And number 28, Thomas Ferris.
Lucas Arcarin and Thomas Ferris are back at about their own 11-yard line to take this kick as we get the second half going here in Fort Pierce. Still no score. A game that has seen its share of turnovers. We've seen 5 of them. But good defensive plays at important times, too. Leiferman has the signal and gives it the boot. Low kick going against that wind, and it is taken at his 24 by Arcarin. 30, 35, left sideline 40, and down to about his 43.
43-yard line.
Good return there by Arcarin.
Looked like Hayden Rogo, number 47, with the tackle for the Buffaloes.
It was Hayden Rogo who made the stop for the Stanley County Buffaloes. But a good return there. That was a 20-yard return, or 19-yard return by Arcarin. And Sully Buttes in not bad field position at their 43 to start this third quarter from right to left.
Landon Hepker, number 9.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Landon Hepker, the senior quarterback, snaps back to him, fake it to Arcarin, up the middle, 45, and Hepker's to midfield into the 48-yard line of Stanley County before Schweitzer and Henson combined to bring him down.
We have a short 2nd and 1.
But a good run there all the way to the 48-yard line of Stanley County. Second down, just a yard. Sully Buttes is huddling. I didn't know anybody huddled anymore. But they do. At least they did there. Second down and a yard. Snap back to Hepker. Fake to Arcarin up the middle. Same play. Pulled back. Looked like he made the line of gain. That was the 47. Tyler Leiferman then pulled him back. But he did bring that ball across to the 47-yard line. That's enough for a Sully Buttes first down. They're huddling again.
First down for the Chargers.
I mean, you watch football at any level anymore, it seems, and you just don't see teams huddle. But Sully Buttes is. 1 receiver each way. They line up a little bit near to the left hash, from right to left at their own 48. Or at the Stanley County 47, 1st and 10. Snap is to Hepker, around left end. Made about 5 yards. Brock Zaid made the stop.
Leiferman with the tackle.
And that'll make it a second down and
we have a second down and about 6 yards to go.
For Sully Buttes. They're in Stanley County territory at the 42. No score in this game. These two relatively young teams in this first game of the new season. Split to the right is Whitler. Split to the left is Ferris. Arcarin in the backfield. He's behind. Arcarin is in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Looks to throw. Good protection. Little lob. Deal with another interception. Paxton Deal is inside his 20 on an underthrown ball. He came back to bring it in for a second interception of the game.
Buffalo's ball at their own 20-yard line. 1st and 10.
I don't know whether the wrong route was run or the wrong play was called, but that was nowhere near any Charger. And it is another interception for Paxton Deal, his second of the game. With 10:05 left in the third quarter, Another turnover. Gives it right back to Stanley County, and they're 1st and 10 from their 20. Brock Zabe. Again, I know we called him something else, but his dad came up and says, hey, it's Zabe. And we said, okay. And a little bit of fumble handoff. Ball is loose. And a Buffalo, somehow, Colton Brady fell on that. I'm not quite sure how. That was quite a break and a loss of a yard. That is an enormous break because that ball was bouncing like a pinball down around the 20, spotted back at the 19, and it's 2nd down and 11. Stanley County very fortunate to still have this football. From left to right, near the right hash, 3 receivers to the left and 1 to the right, 2nd and 11 from their 19. Throw in the left flat. Schweitzer made the catch, and he's to the 20, down to the 25-yard line or so.
With your catch.
Schweitzer is brought down
Tackled by number 14,
by
Logan
Severson.
That'll bring up a 3rd and about 5 yards.
The junior safety for a gain of about 6. 3rd down. Stanley County needs 5 from their own 25. So an important play here. Buffaloes in their own end want to keep the sticks moving. 3 minutes gone in the 3rd quarter of what is still a scoreless game here at Ole Williamson Field. But it's not been boring by any means. 2 receivers to the right. And Schweitzer, tight end to the right. Snap back to Brock Zabe. Handed on a little delay counterplay to Brady, but read by Sully Buse, and they're able to hold into a couple. Lucas Arkerman was all over him.
Tacklers are Tyler Marshall, number 44.
Marshall came in too, but Arkerman had the hand on him first. Boy, Lucas Arkerman made a very good play there. And they limit into a couple, and it's 4th down and 3 for Stanley County. Again, they can't do anything with a turnover. Paxton deals in punt formation, standing back at about his 16.
Looks like Thomas Ferris.
It won't reach him, though, at 38. Instead, that takes a big Sully Buttes bounce. This is going to start for Sully Buttes in Stanley County territory. Trying to punt against the wind. Got knocked down by that wind. And Stanley County downs it at the 37-yard line of Stanley County only. A 10-yard punt. With 8:03 remaining in the 3rd quarter in what is still a scoreless game here at Ole Williamson Field. And Sully Buttes maybe having a gift here in great field position. Hand off to Hepker. Ankle tackle brings him down. Brady had him first. Back to the line of scrimmage, it appears, by Hepker. No, a loss of...
Looked like that'll bring... He must have got back. Just short.
Maybe about a foot. Statistically, no gain for Hepker. Good play there by Brady. 2nd down, about 10.5 yards for Sully Buttes at the Stanley County 37. From right to left with the win. Still no score. 7.5 minutes left in the 3rd. 2 receivers to the right and 1 to the left for the Chargers. And Hepker throws into the right flat, underthrown and incomplete. Trying to reach down and make the low catch at about knee level was Gavin Barber, but the ball was even below that. And Sully Buttes, being given this gift, isn't taking the wrapping off so far. They're 3rd down and a long 10 outside the Stanley County 37. 2 wide to the right. Trying to get people straight. Whittler now lines up to the left. And Sully Buttes is going to have to burn a timeout here to get things straight. Their first one of the 2nd half. We'll take 30 here. 7:24 left in the 3rd quarter at Ole Williamson Field. Sully Buttes driving, but a 3rd and 10 when we return in what is still a scoreless game. Back in 30 seconds on 1060 103.1 KGFX.
Have all of your painting supplies at the paint store in Pierre. They mix paint and they color match paint. They carry interior and exterior stains. Great selection of paint. Find it at 1006 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. The Paint Store. 605-224-8312, 224-8312. Paint Store is a proud supporter of the Stanley County Buffaloes and the Peer Governors in sports and activities. The Paint Store, same great paint, same great services.
Important play for both sides here. Sully Buttes out of their first timeout. Our 3rd and 10, a little more than 10 at the
It'll be 3rd and long for the Chargers.
Stanley County end of the field just outside the 37-yard line. Marshall Whitler is wide to the left. Gavin Barber and Trevor Marshall are wide to the right for quarterback Landon Hepker. Snap is back to the senior, throws left over through Whitler. At the 32, tried to go to the back shoulder of Whitler, but it's incomplete. And now 4th down and a little more than 10. And kind of in between here with this field position, Sully Buttes keeps the offense on the field on 4th down. From inside the red zone in the first half, remember they threw it into the end zone, but Paxton Deal picked it off. 7:20 with a frozen clock in the 3rd quarter and a scoreless game in the season opener for both teams.
Drops back into punt formation.
Hepker, well, looks like he may kick it, but remember, he is the quarterback.
Chase Hansen,
and he takes the snap and does not kick it and underthrows Whitler, and it's incomplete. It was chased well by Barrett Schweitzer and then threw it on one hop to Marshall Whitler.
37-yard line.
And Stanley County will take over at their own 37 with 7:16 left in the 3rd quarter, and this game remains scoreless. And high school football on KGFX is brought to you by Yesway of Vera St. Mary's Hospital, First Dakota National Bank, Sioux Nation, Dakota Points Federal Credit Union, Pierre Regional Airport, Access Health, Fort Pierre, Fisher Rounds and Associates Insurance and Real Estate, Oahe Federal Credit Union, and Ferding Electric. So what will happen now for Stanley County? They're at their 37, 1st and 10. Just about 5 minutes gone in the 3rd, still no score. 3 receivers to the right. Snap back to Brock Zabe. Brock going on the right. Wants Deal, and it's knocked down. A great play by Whitler and incomplete.
Looked like a defense got there a little early.
Marshall Whitler, excellent play at the 43-yard line of Sully Buttes to knock that ball down.
That'll bring up a second down.
That ball, again, going against the wind, was just in the air long enough that Whitler was able to knock it down, as Tom Jackson always used to say. 2nd and 10 for Stanley County from their 37-yard line. Deal, 2 tight ends set here. Deal's a tight end to the right. Again, that double wing and out of the shotgun. Hand to Brady, breaks an arm tackle, but not the 2nd down at the 36. Marshall Whitler came back, and Thomas Ferris, too, to bring him down for a loss of a yard. Brady thought he had that corner turned, but he didn't.
That'll bring up a 3rd down.
And now Stanley County faces a 3rd down and 11 from their 36. And again, receivers 2 to the left and 1 to the right. Zabe in a shotgun. Here comes a blitz by Ferries, read by Stanley County. Throw down the middle, out of the hands of Blaze Frost, just inside the 40-yard line of Sully Buttes, and he might still be running had he been able to reach that. Just out of his hands. And Frost will now go back and be in punt formation as the defenses continue to do the job. Sully Buttes defense coming up with big plays there again to stop that. Deal in punt formation. Ferries is backing around his 31. Again, the wind kind of knocks it down, takes a bounce past Ferries, who kind of slipped, and Stanley County is able to down it. Case Cola with some hustle there. And Sully Buttes is set back at their 38-yard line. And that's where they'll begin this drive with 6:17 left in the 3rd quarter. And they will give
a heat
timeout, although it's not really hot. They're going to give them one anyway. So we'll take a minute here. Nearly midway through the third, 6:17 left in the third quarter, and it's still scoreless between Stanley County and Sully Buttes here in Fort Pierre. And we're back in 1 minute on 1060, 103.1 KGFX.
Do you want to join one of the oldest established organizations in Fort Pierre? Perhaps you are more interested in protecting the future. Whatever your position, the Fort Pierre Volunteer Fire Department is for you. We are responsible for fire protection in Fort Pierre and Stanley County. Become part of this amazing team by stopping down at the fire hall and discussing enrollment. We are not just limited to adults, as we have a new cadet program for students ages 14 to 18. For more information, click on our banner ad on the homepage. From everyone at the fire hall, go Buffs!
When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank, providing great service right from the start. It's our promise to you that sets us apart. With every handshake and a smile, we go that extra mile. When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank.
Sully Buttes starts this possession after a Stanley County punt at their 38, 1st and 10. Still looking for the first points of the night from anybody. No score, 6:17 left in the third. Two receivers right and one to the left. And Sully Buttes from right to left. The snap, it comes to Arkerin, but he fell down. I think he tripped over his own man. He ran into Bo McGee and then hit the ground. Tyler Leiferman touched him down, but it was a snap to Ferries. And it's a loss of a yard back to the 37-yard line, second down and 11. And again, I say at times, it's looked like the first game of the season. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Those are the wideouts. Second and 11 for Sully Buttes from their 37. Arkerin in the backfield along with Ferris. Snap back, blitz look, and they snap it again to Ferris, and he pitches to Arkerin, 40 right sideline, 45 midfield, 45 of Stanley County, first down and out of bounds at the 42. Again, they use that little wildcat.
Brought down by Cassius Richardson. And maybe Chase Hansen helped on that tackle.
Put Ferris back there. And that nice option pitch to Arkerin. And he ran it all the way to the 44-yard line of Stanley County, and that is a first down. And a Sully Buttes player right at the Stanley County sideline is still down. But a good run there, 19 yards by Lucas Arkerin. 5:28 left in the third. That might be Arkerin because he got a pretty hard hit. Again, Cash Richardson, the freshman, making a play, but he's still down. We'll take 30 seconds here while they look at Lucas. 5:28 in the third, still no score between Sully Buttes and Stanley County, and back in 30 seconds here on KGFX.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Lucas Arkerin, it was who was down, and he has come to the near sideline and was running, but with a little bit of, I think it was a cramp, because he's getting some water in him right now. But a good run by Lucas of 19 yards gives Sully Buttes a first down at the Stanley County 44. 5:28 left, third quarter, still no score in this game. Severson, Barber to the right, and Ferries to the left. Or Marshall Whitler, I should say, to the left. And in the backfield is Ferris. And Hepker with a quarterback keeper, 40-39. Another play by Cash Richardson, held into a 5-yard gain.
Tackled by number 27, Cash Richardson.
We saw Hepker when these teams played in Oneida last year carry the football a lot, too. 5-yard gain there to the Stanley County 39, brings up 2nd and 5.
We have a 2nd and 5.
4 turnovers by Sully Butzer. They may not have a big lead by now. Instead, it's still no score with 5 minutes left in the third quarter. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Same setup as the last play. Whitler to the left. Severson and Barber to the right. Shotgun for Landon Hepker. Takes the snap, breaks 1 tackle as he keeps again. 35, right up the middle at the left hash. First down, he's to the Stanley County 33. And again, Cass Richardson there along with Chase Hansen, but it's a first down.
To be 1st and 10 for the Chargers.
And a gain of 6. And Sully Buttes, again, they have moved the ball before in Stanley County territory tonight, but a turnover. Remember, the first interception by Paxton Deal stopped the 1 drive. But Sully Buttes with a 1st and 10 here at the Stanley County 33-yard line. Severson to the right. Whitler wide left. This time Barber's a tight end to the left. Still on the sideline is Arkerin, so Ferris is alone in the backfield. Yeah, he's being stretched out. Arkerin did have a cramp. Shotgun formation, handed to Ferris. Right guard, 31, but no more. In the B gap, as the coaches say, that's where he went. Barrett Schweitzer led the charge there for Stanley County and held Ferris to a gain of 2. Sully Butte started this drive at their 38. They're now at Stanley County's 31. 2nd down and about 8. 2:45, third quarter. 3:45, I should say. Still a scoreless game. 1 receiver each way. Lone back is Ferries behind Hepker, who's in the shotgun, and Hepker, keeper, round left in now, late pitch to Ferries, 25, 20, breaks a tackle, finally pushed down of bounds. He did step out of the 18, but that's enough for a first down. He was out around the 10. Ruled to have stepped out of the 18, but Ferries off that late pitch.
Looks like tackle on the play by Colton Brady and help with Paxton Deal.
But he was pushed out after giving Sully Buttes a first down, and for the second time they go into the red zone and look to cash in this time. Clock stopped with 3.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Severson wide to the right and Whitler wide to the left. Barber tight end left. Ferries in the backfield behind Hepker, again in the shotgun. Snap back, wanting to throw is Landon Hepker. Puts his arm up, brought down.
85,
Noah Baldwin back near the 20-yard line. That'll be a sack and a loss of a couple of yards. Hepker wanted to throw, but there wasn't anyone open. And the sophomore, Noah Baldwin, dropped him for a loss of a couple. And another sack. 2nd down and 12 from the Stanley County 20-yard line for Sully Buttes. Just under 3 minutes left in the third. Still scoreless, but Stanley County having to play tough here on defense as Sully Buttes looks to take the lead. 1 receiver each way. Long count here. Hepker now looks to the bench. Sets his back. Severson where he wants him. Back to throw. Good protection. Bob for the west side for Ferries. Double coverage. Knocked down. Incomplete. Well, Hansen might have gotten a fingertip on that, but the ball was really too far for everybody. He was going for Ferries in the left third of the end zone. And that brings up 3rd down and 12 for
Chase Hansen on that coverage with Neal.
Sully Buttes at the Stanley County 20-yard line. And again, you would imagine 2 chances here for
20-yard line.
Sully Buttes. You wouldn't think they'd think of kicking this close. 1 receiver each way. Hepker with another long count in the shotgun. Behind him is Ferris. Snap back to Landon Hepker. Here's pressure by Leiferman. Breaks away from that. Little lob. Caught on the right side by Ferris. 10-5 dives for the pylon. Didn't make it there, but he's out of bounds inside the 5-yard line, and Sully Buttes is going to have 1st and goal.
Knocked out of bounds by number 3, Weston Prince.
Well, that might have been about the second check down, but it did work. Ferris out of bounds.
1st and goal for the Chargers.
Tried to move that ball to the pylon, but instead out of bounds at the 2, but an 18-yard gain. So first and goal as Sully Buttes looks to take the lead 2 yards away, 2:24. Third quarter, no score. One receiver each way. Hepker just with a keep up the middle to the end zone. And touchdown, Sully Buttes.
Chargers.
This time,
Number 9, Landon Hepker with the keeper up the middle.
the Chargers do convert. And Hepker with the score from 2 yards out to finally break the seal here in this season opener. 6-0, Sully Buttes on top. Good drive, 62 yards in 10 plays, taking 4 minutes and a second. They keep the offense on the field. They'll go for 2. Landon Hepker looking just below us to the bench for the play. Now Sully Buttes will take a timeout, and that's their second one. So we'll take 30 here. 2:16 left in the third with a 2-point conversion to come, but Sully Buttes has taken the lead over Stanley County 6-0. Back in 30 seconds on 1060 103.1 KGFX.
Service Master of Pier is your go-to service experts for a wide variety of cleaning needs. Since 2003, we have developed the most effective methods and products to service virtually every type of industry. We're known for our exceptional carpet and upholstery cleaning, but did you know we also offer cleaning of all types of flooring, along with providing fire and water restoration, commercial cleaning, janitorial services, and construction cleanup? Service Master of Pier is a proud sponsor of TF Riggs Governors and Lady Govs, as well as Stanley County Buffaloes and Lady Buffs activities.
Thomas Ferris has had 2 big plays on this drive. Remember a 13-yard run that made a first down, made it to the Stanley County 18, and on a 3rd and 12 play, Landon Hepker, who was being chased, maybe the last check down, but he found Ferris inside the 10, forced out of bounds at the 2, but a play later, Hepker put it in, and Sully Buttes takes a 6-0 lead. But now they burn their second time out, as they'll go for 2. The Chargers hope this doesn't mean something bad for them later. By the way, Potter County in Oneida next Friday night, as that great rivalry will be renewed in the Chargers home opener. All right, 2-point conversion with 2 receivers to the right. Hepker takes the snap, rolls right, no one to pitch to, moves forward. Baldwin with the wrap up, and still Hepker is able to make it in. Landon Hepker converts the 2-point conversion. And we'll take a break with 2:16 left in the third. Sully Buttes now on top 8-0 over Stanley County. We'll return in 1 minute on 1060 103.1 KGFX.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the part you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota is serving the central South Dakota community and beyond with a great selection of used vehicles. Local trades and program vehicles are available. New Toyotas and new Fords are arriving and selling before they even hit the lot. So don't wait. Stop in and find out what's coming. If you've been thinking about ordering a new Ford, stop in and sit down with one of our sales specialists today. Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Call 605-224-7378 and visit CapitalCityFordToyota.com.
Hoodies and athletics. 62-yard drive by Sully Buttes, as we mentioned before, in 10 plays, 401. Landon Hepker ended it with a 2-yard touchdown run, then converted the 2-point conversion. Sully Buttes has taken the lead 8-0 over Stanley County and Fort Pierre with 2:16 left third quarter. Kurt Schweitzer, Chase Hansen are standing back and around their own 10, waiting on Landon Hepker's kick. Basically kicking it in, they try an onside kick, but Stanley County is able to fall on it at their 45. That was Blaze Frost.
That was number 13.
So they
with the same secure hands. Secures the ball for the Buffalo.
Bring Frost up
now on the 45-yard line.
So trying to catch
10 for the Buffaloes.
Stanley County off guard, but Frost was ready, and not bad field position here for the Buffaloes with 2:16 left in the third, but now they find themselves down 8-0. Quarterback Brock Zabe sets his team with two receivers to the left and one to the right. About midway between the hashes. Chase Hansen in motion. They hand it to Hansen. Turns that corner, 45. Midfield upended right there by Marshall Whitler. But Hansen gives Stanley County another good first down gain, and they've had their share of those tonight. It's right on the midfield stripe. Couple of turnovers for Stanley County in the first half of this game. But it was scoreless until just a few moments ago when Sully Buttes had a couple of big plays and converted the touchdown after a 62-yard drive. 2nd and 5. Stanley County from left to right at midfield. Hansen again in motion from left to right. Little counter. They hand it to Brady. Left guard, 48, 45 with Sully Buttes. And a first down. And he's forward near the 43 or 2-yard line of the Chargers. As Brady again with
like number 9,
tough yardage brought down finally by Landon Hepker. It's to the 43-yard line for a gain of 7, the 43 of Sully Buttes. And Stanley County moves the sticks. Again, for a scoreless game for so long, nothing disinteresting about this. And the potential maybe for quite a finish. 8-0 Sully Buttes. At the 43-yard line of Sully Buttes, Stanley County has 1st and 10. Taking a long time. They're huddling too. When's the last time you saw a football game where both teams huddled? How many years ago? 10, 15? They don't have much time to run this play. Two receivers to the left and one to the right. Brock Zabe, the quarterback, sends Deal in motion. Throw to the left side, little low. Hansen couldn't bring it in and out of his hands at the 36-yard line of Sully Buttes. Good coverage was back there by Gavin Barber.
For Buffalo's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the Sully Buttes 43-yard line. We'll be in DeSmet next Friday night, Wilkinson Field. Buffs and the DeSmet Bulldogs will join you at 6:30. 8 games on Stanley County's regular season schedule this year. Under center is Ebe on 2nd and 10 for Stanley County. Sully Buttes 43. Toss right, it's to Brady, and wrapped up by the legs right after he took the ball by Marshall Whitler. May have come back to the 43, the line of scrimmage, and that's where they'll get maybe lost about a half yard statistically, no gain. But good anticipation there by Whitler. 35 seconds left in the third quarter. Stanley County may run this play before the third quarter ends. And sunset creates a nice skyscape here in Fort Pierre. Third down, just over 10. Stanley County at the Sully Buttes 43. 14 seconds to play in the third quarter. On a reverse to Hansen, end around, but tripped up by Hepker and down to the 44 for a loss of a yard. Another good defensive play by Landon Hepker.
Number 7, Trevor Marshall in there.
Or Trevor Marshall it was. Hepker had made the previous play. Marshall with that one, and that ends the third quarter. So a fourth down coming up for Stanley County when the fourth quarter begins here at Ole Williamson Field. Our Wegner Auto scoreboard at the end of 3 says Sully Buttes 8, Stanley County nothing. Wegner Auto, the one place to go. The fourth quarter in 1 minute on 1060, 103.1 KGFX.
Rosenberg Implement wants to keep your equipment clean and green. And with that, save some green this week with 8% discounts on all John Deere power washers and generators. These washers will remove any dirt and grime from your vehicle, gator, mower, or even combines and tractors. With John Deere or Honda branded motors on most units, reliability when you need it is always there. Stop in and save 8% on power washers and generators at Rosenberg Implement this week only.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
As the fourth quarter begins at Fort Pierre and Ole Williamson Field, Sully Buttes with an 8-0 lead over Stanley County. I'm David Burrell. Trinity Pearson is our studio coordinator, just back from her summer of rest. Good to have Trinity back. And good to have you with us. Stanley County, as the fourth quarter begins, is 4th and 11 at Sully Buttes 44. You would not think that they would want to take a chance here. They want to pin Sully Buttes deep and depend on their defense, but they're keeping their offense on the field. Well, how about this? 4th and 11. Stanley County taking a risk here maybe at the Sully Buttes 44. Snap back to Brock Zabe. Protection's good. Throw right. Incomplete. Knocked away. Hansen had it knocked away by Thomas Ferris. Stanley County does take the chance on 4th down. Ferris makes the play to break it up.
On their own 44-yard line.
And Sully Buttes, 6 seconds into the fourth quarter, will have the football back, and now they'll want to eat up some time as they have an 8-0 lead. Well, instead of choosing to pin Sully Buttes back deep in their own end, maybe a little pooch punt, going with the wind, Nope, they went for it. And it was there for Hansen, but Thomas Ferris made a good play. And now Landon Hepker leads Sully Buttes in the road white tops and purple pants from left to right. Those helmets really look nice, too. White gold with the interlocking SB. 1st and 10, Sully Buttes from their 44. Up 8-0, just underway with the fourth quarter here at Ole Williamson Field. From left to right go to Chargers. Shotgun formation here for Hepker. 2 receivers left and 1 to the right. No snap. Hepker takes it right up the middle. 45. Down to the 47-yard line. Dwight Baldwin was the first man to hit him for Stanley County, but Hepker was able to gain 3. They wouldn't mind doing this for most of the 11.5 minutes that remain. You would think, unless it was absolutely necessary, Sully Buttes wouldn't want to put the ball in the air again for a little bit. 2nd down and 7 for Sully Buttes from their 47. Wide right Barber, slot right Whitler, and wide to the left 2. That's Ferris, and he's in motion and takes the handoff. Room for him, right side 50. 45 down the hash, 40. To the 30 of Stanley County, to the 20. To the 10. He's gone. Touchdown, Sully Buttes. A 53-yard score. A little counter play to Ferris. And Thomas Ferris just found nothing but room down the right side and scampered in for what could be a really big score in this game, because now it is given Sully Buttes a 2-score lead. A 53-yard touchdown for Thomas Ferris to extend the Sully Buttes lead to 14-0. Well-designed play there by the Chargers and had the Stanley County defense scrambling just a little bit.
Chargers line up the
They'll go for 2 again. Hepker ran it in on the first score. He has Lucas Ackerman in the backfield with him. 2 receivers to the right. Snap, a little turnaround, and a dash forward by the end zone. And Hepker is converted again. And Sully Buttes with what's now a pretty big lead the way this game has gone. We'll take a break. 11:03 left in the fourth. It's now Sully Buttes leading Stanley County 16-0. Back in 1 minute to Fort Pierre on 1060, 103.1 KGFX.
Titan Machinery is your go-to Case IH agricultural equipment dealer. Your Highmore and Pierre locations have a large selection of new and used ag equipment with access to one of the largest parts and whole goods inventories in the country. Titan Machinery prides itself in providing quality Case IH parts, service, and support to Highmore, Pierre, and the surrounding communities. Stop by Titan Machinery of Highmore and Pierre today. Power and precision to grow.
Do you have a new pair of jeans or a favorite shirt with a small tear or hole? Or your winter coat has a broken zipper? Don't throw them away. Call Lila Briggs Sewing and Embroidery in Fort Pierre to have your items fixed as good as new. They also provide hemming, other sewing services, as well as custom embroidery for a truly professional look and design. Lila Briggs Sewing and Embroidery is a proud supporter of all Stanley County school activities and wishes the student athletes the best of luck in the school school year.
After Stanley County, Campbell went for it on 4th down and didn't make it. Sully Buttes takes only 2 plays to score, 56 yards, 51 seconds. The last 53 on the run by Thomas Ferris and Landon Hepker with a 2-point conversion. And Sully Buttes has scored twice in the second half to take a 16-0 lead over Stanley County. And again, a great design on that play where Ferris ran it in. Landon Hepker will kick. Stanley County and Schweitzer and Hansen back at around their own 16. Line drive kick is going to go out of bounds.
Ball goes out of bounds.
There's a break for Stanley County as they'll gain quite a bit in field position here. And now 16 points down. They need that field position. The option actually is still there to make a team kick it again, but you don't see teams take that option anymore. They say, nope, give it to us 30 yards from where, or 25 yards, I should say, from where it was kicked. So it is put at the Stanley County 35. And the Buffs need a drive now, down 16-0 with 2 Sully Buttes with 11:03 left in the third. From right to left, Brock Zabe, the quarterback, with 2 receivers each way. Schweitzer in motion from left to right. Snap to Zabe, throws behind Schweitzer, off his leg, still in the air for a moment, now incomplete. Timing didn't quite work out there. Schweitzer went in motion from left to right. Then the ball, I think, hit him in the back of the thigh. Anyway, it's incomplete. And again, you're looking at a team where there are a lot of new starters in skill positions for Stanley County. They've only been together, this team, a couple of weeks, and having their feet put to the fire immediately against a Sully Buttes team that has come through in this second half. 2nd and 10, Stanley County from their 35. Trips to the right. Zeeb throws right. Screen to Hansen, 35, 40. Chase with a catch, and he's down to the 44.
First down.
Gained about 9.
Tackled by number 28, Thomas Ferris.
Thomas Ferris made the hit.
Marshall Whitler. That'll bring up a 3rd and short for the Buffaloes.
Now, full yard to go. 2 plays, certainly you would think, for Stanley County, but they need it. A lot of time left still, 10.5 minutes, 16-0 Sully Buttes. Stanley County is 3rd and a yard from their 44. Right hash, wide side left. And 3 receivers, in fact, are that way. Trips to the left of this time. Zabe stands back at his 40, waits for the snap, takes it, rolls to the left. Here's some pressure, knocked right back at him and incomplete. Landon Hepker leaped in the air and pawed the ball down right back at Zabe, and it's incomplete.
4th and short for the Buffaloes.
Came flying at him like, I don't know any WWE wrestlers these days. You name one. 4th down. And still a yard, so Stanley County here with still the opportunity with a yard to go. They huddle again. I don't ever remember the Buffs huddling the last 2 years that I have followed them. But they huddle here. 4th down and a yard from their 44. Stanley County needs this conversion. Schweitzer in motion. Fake the handoff. Zabe does throw to the right, and it's incomplete in front of Paxton Deal, who slipped at about the 40-yard line of Sully Buttes. And it is incomplete, and Sully Buttes will have it back. Still with 10:06 left. But now with a 16-0 lead, the Chargers have scored the last 2 times they've had the ball.
44-yard line.
And this time, Sully Buttes will start in Stanley County territory at the 44. And really trying to take control of this game. Lyman in 9A, they're leading Jones County. Halftime 26-0 in Murdo on KPLO with Darren. 1st and 10 from the 44 Stanley County. Little screen right, caught at the 40 and down to the 37-yard line. Trevor Marshall with a catch. Gain of about 9 yards there to the 30.
Brought down by Chase Hansen.
7 yards actually to the 37-yard line of Stanley County. but a good gain, and a score here would make it really tough on Stanley County and really good for Sully Buttes, who leads 16-0, 9:33 in the fourth quarter. 2nd and 3, Sully Buttes. Stanley County's 37 from left to right. Receivers split each way. Landon Hepker could be changing the play call here. Schweitzer shows blitz on the right side, now backs off. Snap back to Hepker, and then runs up the middle on a keeper, 35, and across to the 34-3. It's enough for a first down, it appears, unless they say his knee went down at the 35. Yeah, they do.
Brought down by Cash Richardson.
Cash Richardson was able to
bring up a 3rd and short.
Stop him, and they will spawn him at the 35-yard line for a gain of 2. But again, the advantage here for Sully Buttes, 2 plays to make really about a half yard. 3rd down, less than a yard inside the Stanley County 35. Under center and right up the middle goes Hepker and just bowls his way forward at the center position and gives Sully Buttes that first down near the 32-yard line of Stanley County.
5, Chase Hansen.
For 3 more. But now Sully Buttes has put it together in this second half. And as they have done a lot with Mark Sefner teams in the past, using their power running game. And it's worked for them here in this second half of play. Severson wide to the left, wide to the right, Marshall Whitler. Sully Buttes taking the sweet time now with a 16-point lead and 8:18 left. 1st and 10 at the Stanley County 32-yard line. Again, Schweitzer with a blitz look now steps back. Hepker taking as long as he can, throws to the right, threw it behind Whitler and incomplete.
To number 23, Marshall
Whitler didn't have a chance to come back for the football, and it was thrown behind him. Clock stops, still 8:05 left. So for Stanley County, if they can make a stop, there's still time. But Sully Buttes does have the 2-score lead with conversions, in fact, 16-0. 2nd and 10 for Sully Buttes at the Stanley County 32-yard line. Receivers split each way again. Severson to the left and Whitler to the right. Ferris in the backfield takes that handoff and wrapped up there again is the freshman Cash Richardson. This young man right in the middle of the lines having a pretty good night in his first night in varsity football as a game player. Loss of a yard. 3rd down and 11 for Sully Buttes at Stanley County's 33. Clock runs with 8 minutes to play. And again, Sully Buttes, in fact, right now, Landon Hepker is what we're talking to head coach Tom Moore. He's just now coming back into the huddle. Maybe not a lot of time to run the play, but they're going to take all the time they can use here. 3rd down 11, Sully Buttes, Stanley County 33. Passing situation, you would think, and 2 receivers are to the right. They're closer to the left hash, so that's the wide side. In some trouble is Hepker. Can't break away from 3 buffs back at the Stanley County 36. Baldwin was there, Schweitzer was there, and Hepker was sacked. Big play for the
15 yards to go.
Stanley County defense there. It will be 4th down back at the 36, 4th and 14. But that clock runs, and it's in Sully Buttes' favor with 7 minutes to play. 16-0, Sully Buttes on top. Touchdown runs in this second half from Hepker and Ferris. Ferris was a 53-yard run. Hepker's in punt formation and just try to pooch it and take it deep. Runs to the right with rugby style and came off the end of his foot at the 28. It's picked up after a short kick by Brady. 35, 40, 47. Well, that's a pretty good play by Colton Brady. He's down at his 47. It went end over end wildly off the end of his foot by Hepker. And Brady made a good return. In fact, spotted all the way
good field position. At
the 48-yard line for Stanley County. 1st and 10, 6:33 left. If there's going to be hope for Stanley County, they need to score on this drive probably. Brock Zabe is back to throw on first down. Going long right, wide open. Hansen caught it. 20, 10, touchdown, Stanley County. Hope is alive for the Buffaloes. On the 52-yard score from Brock Zabe to a wide open Chase Hansen. Nobody near him. He caught that ball in stride at the 20-yard line and had no problem bringing it in for the score. That drive took 9 seconds. But Stanley County is within 10. You know they'll go for 2 here. Down 10 points, still with 6:24 to play in the game, but they want to make it a 1-score and 2-point conversion difference now. What a throw by Brock Zabe. They weren't expecting Sully Buttes and Hansen to go long, but he did. Untouched for the 52-yard score. Zabe under centered as they try 4-2. Little fake of the toss, runs up the middle and is held out of the end zone. Lucas Arkerin held him back. Grabbed him by the hip and wouldn't let him score. So, with 6:24 left in the fourth, we'll take a break. Sully Buttes now up 16-6 on Stanley County. We're back in 1 minute on 1060 103.1 KGFX.
When you're thinking of a new or used car, motorcycle, pickup, or RV, think of us. We make all sorts of vehicle loans. We can set you up with payments that fit your budget. So if you have getting some new wheels in mind, stop by and see us. We'll get you the right loan. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. We're big on you.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
So Stanley County is on the board on the 52-yard touchdown pass from Brock Zabe to Chase Hansen. Couldn't convert the 2-point conversion, though. So the Sully Buttes lead is cut to 16-6. Still 6:24 left in the fourth quarter. Maybe still some excitement in this one. What will Stanley County do on this kickoff from Tyler Leifman? We'll find out after we pause for station identification.
Driven by the Office of Highway Safety, 1060 KGFX Pier. Rebroadcasting on K276 GT 103.1 FM, Fort Pier. Arrive alive, don't text and drive.
Leiferman ready to kick. Arkerin, the deep man for Sully Buttes, back at about his 15, and he does try the onside kick. It didn't go 10 yards, and it does now, and Stanley County has it! Chase Hansen recovered. It almost hit him, but Hansen neatly stepped aside, and then he fell on it at the Sully Buttes 48. The onside kick works, and Stanley County will have back-to-back possessions here. That ball was spinning off the onside kick. But Hansen was able to fall on it at the Sully Buttes 48. Stanley County down 10 with it again. 1st and 10. Snap back to Brock Zabe. Stands at his 45. Looks to throw. No one open. Now he runs, and he's brought down at his 49 by Arkerin. Lucas Arkerin again makes a good defensive play. Brock Zabe saw no one was open, wanted to take off.
That'll bring up a 2nd and 10 for the Buffaloes.
But Arkerin there to bring him down. That'll go as a sack. 2nd down and 11 for Stanley County. Sully Buttes 49. The difference is 10. Sully Buttes leads 16-6. Just over midway through the fourth quarter. 3 receivers right and 1 to the left. Snap is back up, whistle blow. We haven't had any flags in a while. Had some early, but this has been a relatively cleanly played game since. But a flag is down here for a false start against Stanley County, and then it'll drop them back into their territory at the 46. So that'll make it second down and 16. 5:27 to play. 16-6 Sully Butte's on top. All the scoring's been in the second half. Handed to Hansen on an end around, and Hansen's brought down on an ankle tackle by Landon Hepker. He only made it back to the 46-yard line. No gain. Very, very good play by Hepker. And now third down and 16. Now really no choice for Stanley County. They know now that it's 2 plays to make this first down because there are only 4 minutes and 50 seconds remaining. They need the Sully Buttes 38 for a first down. Out of, again, the huddle. I haven't seen this many huddles in a football game in 20 years. 3 receivers to the right and 1 to the left. Snap back to Brock Zabe. Fakes the throw, lobs it left side. What's Hansen diving, and he can't quite reach it. Staying right with him, well in the coverage too, was Gavin Barber.
With the defensive play.
So now it is fourth down with 4.5 minutes to play. Again, Stanley County needs 16 full yards from their 46. Don't want to say last chance. It may not be the last chance, but it's a play Stanley County needs. Down 16-6. In as entertaining a low-scoring game as you're going to see. 2 receivers left and 2 to the right. Stanley County's 4th and 16 from their 46, from right to left. Snap back to Brock Zabe. Goes down the middle. One strikes it out of his hands. At the 20-yard line of Sully Buttes, he would have scored had he held on to that. But instead, Sully Buttes will have it back in Stanley County territory with 4:24 to play. That one, again, Brock Zabe with good touch on that ball, just a yard out of the reach or so of Barrett Schweitzer. Again, going with the wind, but still, well-thrown ball. Now, Sully Buttes, want to really put the weights down and keep it on the ground here. Stanley County does have all of their timeouts left, remember. 4:24 left, Sully Buttes up 16-6. Their 1st and 10 at the Stanley County 46-yard line. And
the handoff
comes to Ferries, 45 down to the 40 and inside to the 39 or 8.
By number 27, Cash Richardson.
Good run as Cash Richardson again made a stop.
Second down.
They'll spot it to the 39. It's a gain of 7. A few more plays like that and Sully Buttes will really be in business. They're in good shape anyway, up 10, 16-6 with just under 4 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. And again, taking all the time they can in the huddle. You didn't know, you'd think they were playing this game in about 1983. People still do huddle in football. Second down and 3 for Sully Buttes at the Stanley County 39. 2 receivers right and 1 to the left. Landon Hepker, up and movement. Cash Richardson came across the line of scrimmage, and I don't think he was drawn. He was not. It's encroachment against
It'll be a first down for the Chargers.
Stanley County, and that gives Sully Buttes a gift first down. At the Buffalo 34 with 3.5 minutes to play. Clock starts again, and Sully Buttes just wants to milk this clock. And now you may wonder when Max Foth may start burning timeouts here. He does have all 3 of them still. Outside the 34 of the Stanley County 1st and 10, Sully Buttes. Crossbuck play, it is Ferries across the 30-yard line down near the 29. Before Cash Richardson again, the made his stop, and again, indeed, right here, Stanley County will take the first of their 3 timeouts, and we'll take a break here too with 3 minutes to play exactly. Sully Buttes for the ball and a 16-6 lead over Stanley County here in Fort Pierre. Back in 30 seconds on 1060 103.1 KGFX.
The Corner Station Convenience Store and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pierre, South Dakota. At the Corner Station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The Corner Station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pierre Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the Corner Station and the Crossing.
Farmers know crop insurance is essential for managing risk. It's also valuable for maximizing revenue. The crop insurance officers at Farm Credit Services of America have proprietary tools and expertise to deliver the personalized crop and revenue protection you need for the peace of mind you want. Nobody delivers crop insurance like this. Discover the difference by calling 800-884-FARM. Agriculture works here.
So the Buttes again taking all the time they can out of their huddle of Tom Moore, the longtime assistant, in his first game as the Chargers head coach, and he's looking to make it a winning one. Potter County comes to Oneida as that great rivalry is renewed next Friday night. We'll be in DeSmet. That's where Stanley County will play the DeSmet Bulldogs, 6:30 here on KGFX next Friday. Back to play, 2nd and 4 Sully Butte, Stanley County 29. Hand it to Arkarin, 26-25. Another first down, and still bowls his way forward. He's across to the 20. Some tackles being missed now. It's been a bit of a frustrating night for Stanley County. Lucas Arkarin all the way down to the 20 for a 9-yard gain, and Sully Buttes moves those sticks again. 2:47 to play as the clock runs again after the ball is set. And Sully Buttes with a 10-point lead looks to be in good shape to take their season opener. They won their opener last year over Cologne, had a 2-0 start. Struggled a little bit, but then recovered to make the playoffs. 1st and 10 Sully Butte, Stanley County 20, down to 2:20 left. Hepker waiting for that bag chug to count to 5 and down, and now takes the handoff, tripped up by Brock Zabe. Couple of yards to the 18. Now Stanley County will take the second of their 3 timeouts, and we'll take 30 again. 2:06 to play. Sully Butte 16, Stanley County 6, and we're back in 30 seconds here on KGFX.
The Corner in Oneida.
John Hoffman Electric is your neighborhood electrical service contractor and so much more. No job is too big or too small for our team of professionals. We pride ourselves on keeping up with new technologies such as Aerial, an augmented reality visual tool used to customize and experience a finished space before breaking ground. So whether you're building new or renovating a home, farm, or commercial space, let John Hoffman Electric light the way. John Hoffman is a proud sponsor of all local activities broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
10 is everything in their favor now, up 10, 16-6 with 2:06 left. Stanley County now down to 1 timeout. So basically one more first down for Sully Buttes, and this game will be in the books. They won't have to score again. They're 2nd and 8 here at the Stanley County 18 from left to right. 2 receivers left, no way they're going to put the ball in the air here. Hepker in the deep formation, handed to Ferries around left end, takes the ball and is just brought down near the line of scrimmage. And here's Stanley County's last time out with 2:03 left. We'll take another 30 Trinity. 16-6 Sully Buttes over Stanley County with 2:03 left in Fort Pierre, and we're back in 30 seconds here on KGFX.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
No gain on that play, and now Stanley County has used that last time out, so it really is 8 yards from a victory here now for Sully Buttes, and they are up 10 as it is, 16-6 over Stanley County with 2:03 left. Stay here in our postgame. We'll name our Bauman Lumber player of the game. Twins back on KGFX tomorrow evening. Target Field, 5:30. Second game of that series with Texas. Vikings, don't forget, on KPLO tomorrow, 5 o'clock for preseason game number 2 against San Francisco. They're in need here for Sully Buttes. They're at the 18-yard line of Stanley County with 2:03 left, leading this game. Sully Buttes on top, 16-6. Two receivers left, same formation as before. Spinning to the right, trying to keep, and is brought down for a loss.
Brought down by number 20
is Hepker by Colton Brady, but the Chargers don't mind that, really. They have a 10-point lead. It will count as a sack.
Bring up a 4th down and 13.
And a good play by Brady, and it's back to the 23-yard line of Stanley County, and it's 4th down, but there are only 1 minute and 35 seconds left, and Sully Buttes will take all the time they can and try not to do anything fancy here, as they are very close to opening this 2022 season with a win. Got their offense going in the second half after both teams had mistakes in the first half. In fact, Sully Buttes could have had a big lead if it had not been for 3 turnovers early. Sully Buttes with their last time out with 1 minute 13 left. Will take 30 again. 16-6 Sully Buttes leads Stanley County. 73 seconds left in Fort Pierre. Back in 30 seconds on 1060 103.1 KGFX.
Owyhee Federal Credit Union's recreational loan special is in full swing with rates as low as 2.25% APR and terms as long as 15 years. Now is your chance to get into that new or used boat, jet ski, camper, motorcycle, UTV, or ATV you've been dreaming about. Apply online or stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre and let the girls at Owyhee Federal Credit Union make that dream a reality.
Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
So after calling their last time out, that was just to avoid the delay of game, Sully Buttes from the Stanley County 23 on 4th and 13, but they're up 10. Touchdown runs in the second half. They happened on back-to-back possessions by Landon Hepker and by Thomas Ferris. Ferris with a 53-yard touchdown run. Stanley County came back with a 52-yard touchdown pass from Brock Zabe to Chase Hansen. 1:13 to play. Clock will start when the ball is snapped. 4th and 13, Sully Buttes, Stanley County 23. Back to throw here. Flag is down as Hepker throws right. Goes for Ferries in the end zone. It's a touchdown, but there is a flag down.
Number 28.
Well, that's a little surprising, but it may be coming back. 1:06 left. The flag was thrown as the play started and a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. And
penalty will go against the Chargers.
It's against Sully Buttes to wipe out the touchdown.
They'll bring the ball back.
For an illegal formation, so that will wipe out the touchdown.
Looks like an illegal formation penalty on the Chargers. That'll bring the ball back. Still be 4th down again.
Back to the 28-yard line of Stanley County. So still 1:06 left. Sully Buttes that far away, almost certainly, unless there's a major miracle from opening the season, with a hard-earned victory and a good play in the second half of the Chargers. But, hey, Stanley County's done some good things tonight. Hepker is back to throw, wants to throw again. A little roll out to the left. Now he's just going to run. Now he does throw. It's knocked away and it's incomplete. And Stanley County will have it back with 57 seconds to play. Boy, there again is Cash Richardson. You got to say, he's about been the best player for the Buffs tonight.
Penalties against the Chargers.
Sully Buttes had the penalty. It is declined.
Will take over the ball.
So Stanley County will have it back, and again they need miracles of miracles here, down 10 with 57 seconds to play. But it's a chance, more reps, and that's what's important for all these new guys in these skill positions for the Buffaloes. So many have not been there in varsity. They've been there with the good junior high program, Deal and some of these others, but Zabe's had varsity experience. Brady Moving into the running back spot, Hansen, of course, had a good year last year. Schweitzer had good varsity play a year ago.
First and 10 for the Buffaloes.
From their 28, first and 10 for Stanley County with 57 seconds left. Zay, pump fake. Throw down the right side for Hansen in triple coverage, and it got knocked away and incomplete.
Ball was knocked away.
One of those three was Logan Severson who knocked it away, but after the play that Hansen burned him a while ago, you knew that they were going to cover him closely. 51 seconds to play, and it'll be second down and 10 for Stanley County from their 28. Bauman Lumber with our player of the game in our post game tonight. Second and 10 Stanley County from their 28. Trips to the right and one to the left.
Shotgun formation.
And Stanley County trying to make it closer here at the finish. Zabe with a pump fake. Under some pressure. Now has to run, and he spun down. Good play back there by
number
the
43.
Chargers, Reese Voorhees, with 36 seconds left.
That'll bring up a third at about 14 yards to go.
A loss of 4 on the sack by Voorhees. And from their 24, 3rd and 14 for Stanley County. They're out of timeouts. This one's going to belong to Sully Buttes almost certainly now. Snap a low one to Zabe, throws left, and this one's caught by Blaze Frost at the 30 into the 35 before he is brought down. 7 seconds left. That'll end this game unless Stanley County can come up to the line and get a play away quickly. They cannot. This game is over, and the Sully Buttes Chargers have rallied in the second half.
And that's the end of your ball game.
To take the season opening victory here in Fort Pierre. On touchdown runs by Landon Hepker and Thomas Ferris. Stanley County had the touchdown pass from Brock Zabe to Chase Hansen. And some good things for the Buffaloes tonight, but a promising start for Sully Buttes as they get ready for their tough one at home next Friday night with Potter County. Final score here at Ole Williamson Field in Fort Pierre. On the Wagner-Auto scoreboard, the Sully Buttes Chargers 16, the Stanley County Buffaloes 6 in the season opener for both teams. Our Family Dental Pierre and Gettysburg postgame is next. We'll run down what has happened, and also we'll name our Bauman Lumber player of the game. And we'll do that when we return to Fort Pierre in 2 minutes. This is high school football on 1060 103.1 KGFX.
That moment when you realize your furnace is stone cold busted. We're talking a real put on every sweater you own, I can't feel my feet, penguin predicament. But fear not, there's an expert for that.
Let your local heating experts at Pites Service Experts keep you warm with $50 off any furnace repair.
Like it toasty? There's an expert for that.
Call Pites Service Experts at 866-EXPERTS. See website for license details.
Your winning destination, the Golden Buffalo Casino in Lower Brule, gives you more chances to win. Hot seat drawings, pick a prize drawings, chances to win great prizes, the hottest slots around. It's all just waiting for you at the Golden Buffalo Casino. Find out more by logging on to thegoldenbuffalocasino.com and by following them on Facebook. Just minutes north of Reliance, exit 248. We'd like to thank you for tuning into this broadcast and supporting our area youth. The Golden Buffalo Casino, proud to support Live Ticket.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. American Bank and Trust.
One way American Bank and Trust enjoys giving back to the Fort Pierre community is through our Spirit Card program. These cards are a great way to give back to our schools and show hometown pride. Call or stop in today to get your own Spirit Card. Go Buffaloes!
Have all of your painting supplies at the paint store in Pierre. They mix paint and they color match paint. They carry interior and exterior stains. Great selection of paint. Find it at 1006 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. The Paint Store, 605-224-8312, 224-8312. The Paint Store is a proud supporter of the Stanley County Buffaloes and the Pierre Governors in sports and activities. The Paint Store, same great paint, same great services.
It's our Family Dental at Pierre and Gettysburg postgame. The Sully Buttes Chargers with a rally in the second half, scoring on back-to-back possessions, last one of the third quarter and one that overlapped into the fourth quarter of play, and they rally for the victory broke open a scoreless game at that point, and they defeat the Stanley County Buffaloes by a score of 16-6 in the season opener for both teams here at Ole Williamson Field. Sully Buttes had 3 first-half turnovers. Paxton Deal of Stanley County had one of those on an interception in the end zone on Sully Buttes' first possession. But the Chargers had a couple of, Stanley County Buffaloes had a couple of first-half turnovers as well. And it stayed scoreless until late in the third quarter, and that's when Landon Hepker ran it in to complete a very good drive for Sully Buttes. This was near the end of the third quarter. Still a scoreless game before Hepker was able to run it in to make it 6-0 with 2:16 left in the third quarter, and then Hepker ran in the 2-point conversion. This completed a 62-yard drive in just over 4 minutes. Stanley County had good field position after recovering an onside kick, but went out on downs. And then on Sully Buttes' next possession, and they had good field position, Stanley County took a chance there on 4th and 11 at the Sully Buttes 44, but Thomas Ferris play broke up what would have been a first down completion to Chase Hansen. Well, only 2 plays after that, it was Ferris scoring from 53 yards out to make it 16-0 Sully Buttes. Stanley County, after that, 4 plays and out, and after a short punt with 6:24 to play, Zabe found Hansen for the 52-yard touchdown. Stanley County didn't convert the 2, so Sully Buttes' lead was at 16-6. And then they gained the ball on the onside kickoff, but went out on the 4th down. A penalty hurt them there, and so did a loss on a sweep to Hansen. Sully Buttes was able to run it down to 51 seconds to play before Stanley County had it back for 3 plays. But it is Sully Buttes taking the opener and avenging last year's loss at home to Stanley County. It's this time Sully Buttes winning on the road. The final was 16-6. Let's name our Bauman Lumber player of the game. Some candidates from both sides, certainly, but we'll let you know who wins the T-shirt when we come back after this from Bauman Lumber here on KGFX.
Do you want to join one of the oldest established organizations in Fort Pierre? Perhaps you are more interested in protecting the future. Whatever your position, the Fort Pierre Volunteer Fire Department is for you. We are responsible for fire protection in Fort Pierre and Stanley County. Become part of this amazing team by stopping down at the fire hall and discussing enrollment. We are not just limited to adults, as we have a new cadet program for students ages 14 to 18. For more information, click on our banner ad on the homepage. From everyone at the fire hall, go Buffs!
When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank, providing great service right from the start. It's our promise to you that sets us apart. With every handshake and a smile, we go that extra mile. When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank.
And, of course, that big 53-yard touchdown run that really ended up putting the game away for Sully Buttes in the fourth quarter. There will be a T-shirt headed in his way to Thomas Ferris, the senior for the Sully Buttes Chargers. He is our Bauman Lumber player of the game. Let's take one more look around the scoreboard before we leave you on this first weekend of play in high school football in South Dakota. Again, it is 11B and the 9-man classifications that can begin play this week, and they are with plenty of action. And let's take a look at what is going on with teams from Central South Dakota tonight in 9AA. First of all, Kimball Whitelake at home fell to a pretty good Parkston team. That final was 36-8 tonight. The big game in 9AA was the showdown between Hanson and Howard. The defending state champs in Howard, and the Tigers at home held off Hanson by a score of 20-12. Other Central South Dakota teams in action: Lyman now in 9A, of course, and they're all over Jones County, 52-8, playing late in the third quarter in Murdo. That game is on 94.5, 100.5 KPLO. Potter County with a big lead in Newell over the Irrigators. The Battlers lead 54-12 with 5 minutes to go in the third. Timberlake, of course, the Buffs will see them later in the year. They're at Lemon McIntosh at Lemon Lions Field, and of course the Buffs will be there later in the year too. Timberlake leads 14-0 with 7 minutes to play in the third quarter of that game tonight. Other action, Ipswich at home leading Faulkton area 50-20 with 8 minutes left in that game. And that's some of the other 9-man action tonight. Looking to 11B, the Winter Warriors going for win number 24 in a row, and they had it with relative ease tonight. They made the trip to Colton and defeated Tri-Valley by a score of 48-12, so the two-time defending 11B champs are off to a good start for this season. Also in 11B, good job by the Miller Highmore Hero Rustlers tonight. They pick up a win in their season opener over Wagner at Bob Schroeder Field. Miller Highmore Heralds 1-0, 23-14 was the final, and a good start too for Mobridge Pollock. The Tigers tonight up in Mobridge defeated Webster area at Tiger Stadium by a score of 38-6. So that's some of what is happening in high school football. And again, remember, we tell you that 11 AAA, 11 AA, including the Peer Governors, and also 11A, all can begin play next week. All right, let's tell you what we have coming up on the stations of the DRG Media Group. Of course, KGFX is your home for Minnesota Twins baseball, and we'll pick them up again against the Texas Rangers at Target Field tomorrow at 5:30 in the second of that 4-game series in action through next week, too. Vikings footballs at 94.5, 100.5 KPLO. Second game in the preseason for the Vikes against San Francisco at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. That is tomorrow at 5. High school action, well, the Peer Governors open their volleyball season against Watertown at the Riggs High Gym on River 92.7 on Tuesday evening at 6:30, so Brian will be there for that. And Darren will be in Oneida, in fact, as the Jones County Coyotes and Sully Boots Chargers will open their volleyball seasons 7 o'clock on Tuesday on KPLO, and then Darren will head to Parkston, where the Chamberlain Cubs will play on Thursday evening on KPLO at 7:25, and a full schedule of football, of course, next Friday night here on KGFX, the Stanley County Buffaloes in DeSmet. Go to each individual station page to see the schedule. In fact, a doubleheader next Saturday or Friday on KPLO, Jones County Sunshine Bible Academy in the afternoon, Mount Vernon, Plangerton, and 1-0 Miller Highmore Herald that night. Peer Governors open a week from Saturday, August 27th against Aberdeen Central. That's a week from tomorrow at Hollister Field at Phil Trotner Stadium. So a whole lot coming up as we are into it in the full high school sports season. And for the Stanley County Buffaloes, the outlook, no, you don't want to lose, but some good things shown by this team tonight, and they know they will have to be ready for a very difficult test against a good DeSmet team at Wilkinson Field. We'll be there next Friday night here on KGFX and on the air at 6:30. The South Dakota Office of Highway Safety reminds you to keep your eyes on the road, not on your phone. High school football on 1060 AM and 103.1 FM. KGFX brought to you by Yesway, Avera St. Mary's Hospital, First Dakota National Bank, Sioux Nation here in Fort Pierre, Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, Pierre Regional Airport, Access Health, Fort Pierre, Fisher Rounds and Associates Insurance and Real Estate, Oahe Federal Credit Union, Ferding Electric, Access Health Oneida, Bank West, 83 Ag, Stewart and Daughters, Sunrise Bank Dakota, Oahe Grain, The Corner, Brett Spray Service, and by Venture Communications. And these in-game sponsors help bring you high school football on KGFX. Potsupa Agency, State Farm Insurance, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, Montana Dakota Utilities, the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection, Lynn's Dakota Martin, Fort Pierre. All the timeouts, of course, are brought to you by Agtegra, where acres ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. Contact your local Agtegra cooperative today. Family Dental of Pierre and Gettysburg, Bauman Lumber, and our scoreboard brought to you as always by Wagner Auto, the one place to go. Thanks to new athletic director Keely Braceland here at Stanley County High School, to Brian Menning for taking care of the video, and to our studio coordinator Trinity Pearson. I'm David Burrow. Pretty interesting way to get this season going. Sully Butte's Chargers rally in the second half and stop the Stanley County Buffaloes, who again showed some good things tonight. But the final score one more time on the Wagner Auto scoreboard in Fort Pierre at Ole Williamson Field. Sully Butte's Chargers 16, the Stanley County Buffaloes 6. Thanks for joining us. Have a great weekend and good night from the banks of the Bad River in Fort Pierre.